Welcome back, episode 33, Lethal Weapons Podcast. Joey's still here.
I was going to do the intro, but he's not letting me now.
You've tried it 6 times. Literally 6
That
times.
was professional from Tommy, that. Straight in.
Thank you.
Straight in.
Thank you. Mike's not here,
No, he's not.
but we've got Cam today with us.
Super sub.
Super sub, yeah.
Super sub.
Mike's got morning sickness,
Yeah,
so
again.
he can't be here.
It's twins, though, innit?
You would imagine.
Yeah.
You would imagine. Special guest with us this week, Jake Johnston.
Hello.
Jake Johnston.
Johnston.
Yeah.
No E on the end.
No.
That's why no E on the end.
No. Short one today, guys.
There we go.
Got the wrong lad.
Put the wrong one. How have you been, man?
Good, mate. Good. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
mate.
Yeah, you came highly recommended.
Oops.
How did you find Jake? Because I've never met you before, have I, mate?
No,
So-
no.
You've met before?
No.
No.
Sam Serrano.
Yeah.
Sam
Sam
Serrano.
Serrano dropped me a message
The talent scout.
after they'd been on the podcast.
Yeah.
And said I've done a couple of gigs with this guy. He'd be really good for your pod. So
Yeah.
dropped us a message, and there we go. Jake's
I
with
mean,
us.
I did take his phone off him and message you
Yeah.
that off his phone.
Well played, man.
Yeah,
well
exactly.
played.
It's
Yeah.
not a bad way of doing it, actually, is it? You take a big axe phone and then just recommend to everyone, get all the gigs, all the podcasts.
I mean, that was a joke, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, Sam does recommend us.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
We thought that because you're not even from Liverpool.
What gave that away? War kid.
Oh, nearly nailed it. I was trying to do this at a time no one was speaking, but never mind.
Tried to keep that nice and quiet there, mate. You did well.
I tried.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, man? Anything?
Literally just gigging, getting about, and nothing really of interest, or nothing I can think of actually, because I've got the world's worst memory. No, I think I've just been going to gigs and whatnot. Went on holiday last month, and that's about it.
Where'd you go on
really.
holiday?
Went to Paphos.
Oh, did you? Is that
yeah.
Greece?
Cyprus.
Cyprus, is it?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it was Greece or Turkey because it's a bit of a
Yeah,
political bit. but,
yeah. No, I didn't mean it
why?
politically.
What's up with that?
Because there's been loads historically. There's a big wall across the middle of it, into where
Ah,
they
they-
shoot each
yeah,
other.
they don't really
Is
like
there?
each other. Yeah,
I know nothing about that, mate.
yeah, they're at war and everything.
That's
weren't
because
they,
you're from
over
St. Helens and its culture.
Yeah, truly. I was just sat there going,
I'm
me neither.
outnumbered now. I'm outnumbered.
Yeah, but it's true. I don't have a clue about that either.
We'll get that news in a couple of months. I reckon. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
It started in the 70s.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, well, you're the only one that was alive for that.
Yeah.
You was in your 30s.
Yeah, that's true.
What got you into comedy?
I've always liked comedy since I was a kid, but never had the bollocks to do it.
Yeah.
So like I kind of grew up watching Black American comedy. So I used to love Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy. Then obviously the guys from this area, it's like Billy Connolly, Peter Kay, Lee Evans, Mickey Miller. And I used to watch all these specials, and I was like, I'll never do comedy because I'll never be as good as them. They're brilliant. Then went to some comedy clubs. I was like, they're not that standard, but they're good. Went to some open mics, and I was like, I can definitely fucking do this.
Yeah.
So started like last year, just wanted to do an open mic, just give it a go, just to say I've been there, done that. Then all of a sudden, it's just went like that.
Yeah.
So something's went right.
Where did you start then?
I literally started, my first ever one was in Comedy Vault in Manchester. And I done my first 5 minutes, that felt like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Is that Comedy Vault Singy Bar, innit? The
Someone you did.
Never done it.
yeah, it's the lad who's a swimming instructor. I can never remember his name. Ian, is it Ian? Don't know. But
It's
that's who
not.
runs
It's
it.
Phil
yeah,
Sutton's
yeah.
gig.
Phil.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. He was a
Ian.
swimming instructor.
Was
So-
he?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Comedy one though. He used to make you do it like, you know, if you had epilepsy and stuff like that.
Armbands I'm going to sing it.
Yeah. It's not
By the
an
way,
instructor.
I think my camera just went off, lads.
Yeah, don't worry.
yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
alright, yeah,
It's
sorry.
just a screen.
We've still got you, mate.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Got you.
Still looking
That's
great.
the idea. It's just sets it up so it's just in for an hour like that.
So if you're a year, that first gig, are you still doing jokes from like? Because I'm 2 years, I'm still doing jokes from my first gig, but I like knowing if you're embarrassed about your first gig or not.
So a lot of it, because I did well in that first one, so I was like, this is
I'm
brilliant,
class
this is
at this.
gold. Went to another one, I think I did Comedy Balloon,
Oh,
And that was all right.
Jason's on next week.
Oh, is
He
he?
runs it. Yeah, the week after. Yeah,
Yeah, I did that in December, and that was sound. But me,
it's a hard gig that though, because there's like
I didn't mind it because
Yeah.
it was like December time, and it was these lads on like a Christmas night out,
right.
and they were just tearing everyone.
Yeah.
Well, I just spoke to them. I was only meant to do 5. I did about 18, where I was just literally just speaking to these lads, and
Yeah.
and it went well, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, me material, like I think I've got one bit
Right.
from that, and it's more of like an opening bit.
Yeah.
So it's about like being thick at school, about my GCSEs and that. But that's the only bit I've kept.
Yeah.
The rest of it is just. I thought I'm not using that again.
Yeah.
What do you use for inspiration? I don't want to know what. You don't give any of your act away, but do you take your jokes from life, or do you actually construct them as or a bit of both?
Bit of both. So like I like to try and be a storyteller, pretty much, like just about my experiences, about life, about relationships. Say relationships, I only had one, I'm still in that one. So but yeah, it's just a bit of everything really. I'm not a one-liner comic, I'm far too fucking thick for that.
I think that's got to be the hardest form
Yeah.
of comedy, that you've constantly got to be thinking of new stuff, haven't you? Like
Yeah.
to be a one-liner
The
comic.
one-liner bit's easy. It's coming up with a punchline for it.
I'd love to see that routine though. Yeah, that'd be good. Just no punchlines. Just,
That's
just
basically
the
my
premise.
act. Set up.
I've
set
never
up.
seen your act.
Have you not?
No.
That's why you're still talking to me.
What is he act like?
No, just try and do comedy like everyone else.
Yeah, just trying to
Yeah.
get some
Whimsical.
laughs.
Whimsical.
I that's how I describe your comedy.
Is it
Whimsical.
silly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I like silly comedy.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
do.
dead silly.
Just
a bit of owl fighting in it and stuff. And,
Yeah, whimsical and punny.
classic.
yeah, but we do touch on some important things in life as well.
Yeah, you do.
I'll find it.
Tackle the big issues of the world.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
So technically you're reading the news out, aren't you, instead of doing comedy?
It's literally the opposite of the news.
that sounds perfect, mate.
It is literally the opposite of what would be in the news, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. I think it's
I
definitely.
think that's what we need now, though, isn't it? Like, I stopped watching the news when it got horrible in lockdown. I've not started again. So and like comedy kind of reflects or goes against what's happening in society sometimes.
Against the
doesn't it?
mainstream.
So
doesn't it?
because life's a bit serious, you're like, well, I'd rather watch something whimsical. I don't want to hear about life. So like at the moment.
I think as well, when stuff is going bad in the world, comedy tends to get more populated with people. More people come and watch as a bit of an escape, I think.
Yeah.
I think Billy Connolly said it, like, the realest news you'll ever get is watching stand-ups, because they're real people telling a real story about what's going on in life, and it's not like reading off a screen. It's not the news, so it's not like something that's being passed through a team. It's just like say all of us on stage. It's just us telling us our experiences.
It's
Say what
real-
you want.
Yeah.
It's
I,
real, isn't
I
it?
have a struggle at the minute. I don't know if you have this, because not many people do, but like I think I experience life differently to other people. So then when I go on stage and I say like, "Isn't it mad when like this?"
Yeah.
And then they just stare at me like, "No, none of us do that." Like, that's just,
I
that's
wonder
just
if
you.
anyone's ever come up with a joke or thought of a joke and told it and everyone don't get it, and then they go away and realise they've got like a serious illness or something.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I go off and I go, I'm fucked up, man.
I literally look through my notes when I'm when I'm doing writing and stuff, and I'm looking there and just going, "Oh, I'm autistic."
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know what? That is a thought that I think quite a lot of people might have.
Yeah.
Just because because autism almost is defined as like experiencing the world differently sometimes. You know, when you hear people talk about it.
Yeah.
So it is a go-to thought, isn't it? To go like, wait, what is it? What am I? Have I got something neurodiverse about my brain?
Yeah.
And is it that, or is it something? Is it something else? Or
So I used to always think it was my anxiety. So I genuinely remember driving to the Trafford Centre to do some shopping. Walked into the Trafford Centre, thought, fuck that, it's way too many people, way too noisy, and just drove back home straight away.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, I'm just dead anxious about like stuff. And then I realised, actually,
Yeah.
autism.
Like,
You would
you
love
should-
the Metro Centre in Newcastle.
What's that one? Is it rough there?
No, it's the biggest indoor shopping centre in Europe. So
Is it?
it's like,
But it's supposed to be like unnavigatable.
You sound really
isn't it?
proud of that, by the way.
I am.
I had no part to play in it at all. It's just
No.
like that's
no,
Newcastle.
honestly, it is an absolute, like, I only know where to go around just because the shops haven't been shut down yet.
Right.
But it's an absolute maze.
Is it?
Yeah. It's funny when you know someone's not from my neck of the woods, because they'll be in the Metro Centre looking around like that. Just looking around, just thinking, we've been here before.
The first time I ever went to, what's the big station? Houston. And I got off the train and it was Friday evening. Like sort of 6 o'clock Friday evening, I got off the train and I just looked around and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I've never seen so many people in my whole life.
That was me on Friday in Blackpool in Coral Island. Yeah, Friday night.
Fucking heavy in there, mate.
Popping off.
What's Coral Island? The
Arcade.
Bookies? Oh, I thought it was the Bookies.
I thought it was like a nightclub or something.
It's the number one arcade venue in Blackpool, mate. It goes off in there.
There's one.
Class.
There's one in I think it's Bury or Bolton around here where you
Arcade club.
Yeah, is that the one which all the old school games?
Yeah,
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I can't fancy that.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. But the Coral Island's hilarious, mate. Because have you been Blackpool?
Yeah, I've been to Blackpool.
Like, have you been? Like,
Not for a while.
because it has like a history of glitz and glamour.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does. It has a history of it.
Blackpool has a history of glitz and glamour.
Yeah, it was the place to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, when you're a teenager.
That's literally
No,
what
but
the
that's what I'm
people in
saying.
Blackpool call the kids.
No,
That's
yeah.
how fucking rough it is.
Glitz and glamour. Yeah, but it does.
And
have
everyone's Scottish.
a
Everyone's
lot of jocks,
Scottish.
isn't there?
I was saying this
Everybody-
because Emma's Scottish, my girlfriend, and I was saying Scottish people love coming to Blackpool, and she was like, "No, we don't." And then everyone we walked past had a Scottish accent. I was like,
Yeah.
"See,
Literally full of them.
yeah." But it does have a history of it, like because the North Pier was like Tommy Cooper played it, Lily Savage. It was like a thing. It was a place. But now it has the promenade that holds on to that history.
Yeah.
But then you go a street over, and it's like being in St Helens. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's rough as it's
It's
so
a good
rough.
laugh, though. I quite like it.
I'd say it's
I love
rougher
it.
than St Helens. Like,
Yeah.
when you go behind
Yeah, definitely.
that Golden Mile. Golden Mile.
Las Vegas is like that, isn't it?
I've never been
Yeah,
there.
I
supposed to
haven't. I just played the game.
Yeah, mate. Cut that bit and we'll go, yeah. How rough is Vegas?
Do you know what though? People from Newcastle like to pretend that Newcastle's horrible, but then you go and it's beautiful.
I like
Yeah, but
Newcastle.
whereabouts in Newcastle you been?
I don't know. I've only
City
like just
centre.
Exactly.
near the stand.
No,
yeah.
what's the
exactly.
bit called where we went? It was posh. Not Fish Ponds, that's Bolton. Somewhere begins with S. It's an area, I can't remember.
Salt
Terrible.
Shields.
South Shields.
No, it's
Is that supposed to be rough?
Must be Jamaicans there.
That was fucking great, that accent.
I mean, no one can do a Newcastle accent
no.
properly.
No.
Do you reckon you're good at the accent?
Aye.
Aye.
Do you want to try the accent now? Or?
Yeah, come on. Give me a sentence. Let's try it.
Hello and welcome to Lethal Weapons podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Lethal Weapons podcast.
That's all right.
That's not bad. I mean, yeah.
Sounded like Sarah Millican.
Without the glitz.
Can you do it? You do it then.
What? Me accent?
I'll give that Lethal Weapons one again.
I'll give it a try.
Can
Hello
you-
and welcome to Lethal Weapons podcast.
Yeah, this
That's
one's
perfect.
That's a dead good Geordie accent.
It is, yeah.
Well,
spot
that's the
on.
intro sorted. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Is it rough then?
It depends. I mean, where I'm originally from, a place called Winlayton, that's like the ghetto.
Is it?
Yeah. But the city centre's nice. You've got
Yeah,
your
it's beautiful.
You've got your bad areas. You've got like Scotchwood. You've got Meadowhall, Biker. Do you know
Grove.
Bikers
Yeah.
Grove.
Biker Grove is that? Well, sorry, Biker's that rough. Biker Grove wasn't filmed in Biker. But yeah, you've got it's like with everywhere. It's like with Liverpool, Manchester, like
Yeah.
wherever this place is, the airport, is it?
Yeah.
Altrincham there.
Altrincham.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
Swingham,
Yeah, so like everywhere's got its little rough areas around it.
Yeah.
But when you're from there, you rarely go into the city.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like, I haven't lived there since I was
But
16.
also like we have pride of
Oh,
being
yeah.
from a rough place.
I love my
You wanna
shit
tell
holes,
people
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
rough, don't you?
100%.
Yeah.
Do you still got that boat there? Where you got
Tuxedo
the disco?
Princess.
Yeah.
No, they scrapped it.
Do you know what? Right? Have you ever been on that? They had a boat in the bay or wherever it was on the river.
It was under the Tyne, wasn't it? On the Tyne Bridge.
And it was a nightclub, and it was mad, and it had a dance floor that used to turn.
Like
Right.
spin.
Yeah, it's been round,
but
yeah.
slow. But you go off, get some beers, come back to look for your mates, but you're pointing to them. And it was like, where's
Sail out.
everyone gone? And you used to just see people going around on it. It was mental.
Oh, look, yeah, they got shot of it. I think I'd seen better days when everyone's pissed off, like, I can do a cannonball. When the tide's out.
Fucking hell, that sounds awesome.
It was
though.
that good. It was. Yeah.
I think it's been like over 10 years since I got rid of that, you know.
Yeah,
What was it called again?
Tuxedo Princess.
Tuxedo
That's
Princess.
right,
Keep it classy.
That is
I bet it was
super classy.
Another
that,
Blackpool name, isn't
It
it?
is, isn't it? Tuxedo
Dan-
Princess.
Dance floor wasn't even meant to spin around, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's funny. It was a good night though. Newcastle is a good night.
Class
though.
night.
Yeah. Really
Yeah,
good.
class night.
Not done it yet. We're doing the stand in January, the Red Raw.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna go out then. I don't know what it's like on a Wednesday, but we're gonna do it.
It's the only Newcastle itself on a night out is Wednesdays will be class. Saturdays, Fridays, Saturdays, on Sundays are so busy. But Newcastle only place where you can ask for a triple vodka and Red Bull and they'll not look at you like you got 6 heads.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sound you on 3. Like, yeah, they do deals on triple vodka.
But
Yeah, honestly, it's a place that'll blow your head off.
See, I can't drink that anymore.
Oh, neither can I.
Vodka Red Bull.
Can you not?
Did you have a
No.
holiday?
Yeah.
A bad holiday experience?
I did, mate. I did. In Magaluf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like...
That's where vodka goes to get retired.
It does,
Innit?
mate. It's the fucking worst because, like, I literally seen cleaners using that vodka, that rusking off vodka,
That's the
to
one.
clean. Yeah,
Oh, is that when you get like
it's in fucking plastic bottles. You can bend it. Honestly, and they sell it in they sell it in like 3 litre jugs in like the shops around there, and it's like €7.
Do you know you used to get them big fishbowl things? And it was like a party cocktail. Maybe
Yeah.
I was there with a straw.
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
just
But that was like a lot,
Paint
mostly
thinners.
VK stuff and
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, probably not on holiday though.
So in Magaluf, it was like €5 for a pint of vodka Red Bull, and they'd fill it pint.
That's attempted murder.
Honest. So we had like. I think we was there for 4 days. The first 3 days we did nothing but drink pints of vodka Red Bull.
Oh.
And on day 4 I didn't leave the room because I thought I was going to die. Because my heart had beat 3 times and then it had stopped. I'm genuinely not even joking. It would go like...
I came back with sleep apnea.
It was doing that. It was doing the old Nokia ringtone. It just and then it'd stop and I'm fucking sweating. I'm like, I can't even leave my room. I genuinely thought, I'm not getting home.
dark brown.
What?
That's what I reckon your ringtone is.
Dark brown? What the fuck? What does that even mean?
I retired vodka, that same vodka is Sunny Beach. I woke up naked in Sunny Beach on my first
Is
night
that Bulgaria? Sunny
there.
Beach?
Yeah. And I was like, can't drink vodka ever again. Because they
Yeah.
were doing that though, but I got suckered in with those wristbands.
Oh.
Oh, mate, got mugged off on that first one. Unlimited drinks, basically. You get a wristband.
Yeah.
Unlimited drinks on the strip. And then, but the vodka, it was pints, or like 3/4 pints. So it was a triple vodka, but the measurements are double. I think it was double. So it's like six vodkas.
Yeah, they don't use a little shot like back here. They don't use like a shot glass poured in.
No. And then,
These
and then it was
fucking
just topped up,
Yeah.
topped up with a little bit of Fanta.
Which day that Fanta?
That's where they make the money back.
Yeah. And then I woke up naked and I was like, can't do this again.
Yeah, it's fucking dreadful. And I had something similar. I used to drink vodka Red Bull all the time because it would get you leathered, but not sleepy.
Yeah.
So I was one of them that would get pissed up, get dead sleepy, and just fall asleep, just pass out. So I started drinking vodka Red Bull because it wouldn't make you sleepy.
Yeah.
But then it made me a little bit of a liability where I had next door see me on their CCTV going out into the front garden bollock naked,
Jeez.
fucking putting my clothes in the bin because I'd been sick on myself. Like, I have no fucking memory of this whatsoever. And going out the next day, and next door was like, all right, big night. Yeah, why? He was like, come and have a look at this. Come and have a look at this fucking video.
I'm like a meek, shy person, but that night in Sunny Beach, I refused to go to bed until my friends give me a shower.
Oh, really?
I just wouldn't go to bed, and I was just running down the corridor naked, just like causing
me.
murder. Yeah, just going. I'm not going to bed until you shower me. So my mates had to shower me in the
Like you're in a care roll.
Yeah. But I can't remember a thing though.
Has he got a UTI or something?
But how does your brain because that's supposed to be your subconscious, do you know what I mean? Because I can't remember anything. So why is what narrative are I spinning that like I need my mates to shower me before I go to bed?
That is your subconscious, mate. That's what you're constantly thinking.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just don't let it in.
Yeah.
So
That's
once
what
we
I
stop
thought we were-
recording, mate.
That's what I thought we were doing. Yeah.
I remember going to, I can't remember where it was, but I remember being on holiday, and it was 1830s holiday. I don't even know if they're still a thing.
You went in the 1830s.
That's what hotel I was in, 18 to 30s hotel.
Yeah. And basically they had competitions and all that, and one of them was this. Have you ever done that drink a yard of ale where it's like,
Yeah,
I've seen it.
above, and everyone's going, oh yeah, the world record was something like 18 seconds or something. And my mates were all going, God, you do that, you'll beat that. And I'm like, right, I'm on it. And they had this yard of ale. It took me 1 minute 20 and I nearly drowned. And they're going twisted and I'm twisting and it's just
We're gonna clip that. Say that. That's getting edited
We're
straight
so
away.
clipping that.
You ever do them dentist chairs?
The where, sorry?
The dentist chairs.
Yeah.
You know, like, I remember when I went to, I think it was Gran Canaria with my dad and my older sister, and you got them dentist chairs thing where they pour it in, and people were like, oh, 20, 30 seconds or something, the record. My dad did it in 4 minutes. Literally, he just went, I'll give it a gun. And he literally like went back like that. And they just kept on pouring in. I'll get another bottle. He came off and he just collapsed to the floor.
Did you just pour it
Oh,
and keep
so
pouring it?
the thing
Pouring
is
it
to
in.
try and stay there as long as you
Do you know what it
can.
reminded me of? Do you know on The
Right.
Simpsons where Homer's eating all them donuts? He just keeps on eating them. That was like my dad on the dentist chair. Just like that.
Was he alright?
No,
All the way.
I was 12 and I had to carry that big bastard home.
Jesus. That's impressive though. That's a father figure you want there.
Sorry,
That's a
Dad.
hero.
How old are you, Jake?
29.
Fucking hell, really?
How old? You think I was older?
Younger.
Younger,
A lot
I
younger. I
thought.
thought it was like
Really?
24-ish, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I was going to say, you still in that fucking mad drinking phase where you can just drink
No,
and drink
I've
and
hung
drink.
up the pint glass on occasions. So, but sometimes if I'm on like a stag do or something, I'll do it. But I find drinking boring now. I really do.
It's
Drugs
got-
now.
No, our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ.
I next day for me now is just torture.
Oh,
It
yeah.
used
It's
to-
not worth it.
used to be fine, but now we're just 2 or 3 days to recover from a proper session.
Well, the little cheat code I used to do you know them little vitamin things you put in your drink and it fizzes up?
yeah.
Take one then before a session and take one the first thing you do when you wake up. It's like hydrates you. Got loads of vitamins and stuff so you feel better.
Yeah.
Also, do you know that...
I do something similar, but with vodka.
Yeah. Hydrate yourself more vodka. But there's these little things, well, do you know, like stuff they use for like fucking diarrhea and stuff where like it hydrates you. So
yeah,
they
the
literally-
salts in it.
Yeah.
Diorolite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, you can tell I'm from Newcastle.
Yeah. Some good advice here.
Yeah. We learned that in primary school.
I remember Mum's thing was Lucozade when she was hungover.
Yeah,
Well,
Lucas
I've got
Aid's
an
a big
interesting fact about Lucas.
Yeah, I knew it.
Right? It was called Gatorade originally.
Oh, it was?
Glucoade.
Right.
Right? Not Gatorade, Glucoade. And it was invented in Newcastle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't alcoholic though.
No.
That's probably why
it's
I
like
one is.
Yeah,
it was just to
yeah.
get you all
Yeah.
over.
But it was medicine. It was medicine, wasn't it?
It was for when you were poorly, yeah.
So that was probably they invented the hangover cure.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
That sounds well for a place that has a spinning dance floor on a boat in triple vodkas. It does make sense.
It's iron brew for me when I'm like super
Oh,
rough.
yeah.
Like,
Is
yeah.
it?
Iron brew, need it.
You know what
Yeah.
makes me feel better though? Do you know, like, well, I was in Benidorm last year for a stag do. First thing I did wake up was just have a bottle of Madry. I was rough as fuck, but I thought just get it down you.
Get a bit.
Literally
it does
just
have a
necked
dog,
it,
doesn't it?
and
Yeah.
I felt a whole lot better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just the
I
hair of the
can't get
dog.
behind that.
Hair of the
No
dog.
way.
It is the best thing.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
dog,
the
yeah.
hardest thing
Oh,
to
it
do.
ends up one of two ways, doesn't it? You're either sick as a dog or you feel
Yeah,
good.
you'll either make it or break.
Yeah,
you,
but
won't
what
it?
do you mean though? Do you then carry on drinking?
Yeah.
So you're just prolonging the
I go back
hangover.
to sleep.
You make it a problem for future you. Is
Yeah,
what you do.
definitely.
Just keep
Yeah.
keep
Tomorrow,
adding on top of it.
I'll
You're
deal with this.
you're just
hangover.
prolonging it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got our legendary quick fire questions for you now.
Legendary.
Legendary.
Which we have done,
Okay.
especially for you, some of them. So some of them are the standard ones. So you got to give us your opinion on it.
Oh, fucking hell.
So the first one is: have aliens landed on Earth and been covered up by the government?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Was 9/11 an inside job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
I
You
do.
actually,
I mean,
are you
I
into
re-
these conspiracies?
I'm a fuck.
So you're just putting out these wild opinions
Yeah.
publicly. Just
Well, don't want to say like jet fuel melt steel beam. So it was always that was the big thing back in the day.
Yeah. You won't melt it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, it was an inside job.
Yeah.
Why not? The planes were just there for a decoy.
So what's special about Newcastle's main railway station?
Trains.
Yeah. Anything else you should know, being a
The
Hell job.
industrial thing.
It was the first railway station to ever be covered? To have a roof?
Why would I know that?
From Newcastle, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I must have missed that one in primary school.
Nobody would know the answer to
Times tables and railways, kids.
That just doesn't sound that special to me.
Well, it is if you stood there in the pissing rain.
Yeah. The first one.
Pink or Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd.
Ah, good answer.
I mean,
I'd rather fuck Pink. If I'm honest.
Well, I don't know.
Is COVID man-made?
No.
No. Okay. What's special about Mosley Street in Newcastle?
About where, sorry?
Mosley Street. in
Mosley
Newcastle.
Street. I think the most special thing is seeing all the beautiful faces face down on the floor, passed out from drink.
Well, you're on the right tracks because you said seeing, and it was the first street in the world to have electric lighting.
Are these
No
definitely
way.
facts about Newcastle?
Is it really?
It really was, yeah.
That's actually quite good.
Yeah, having that.
That one is actually quite good.
I like it how he says, well, I'm on the right tracks.
Yeah.
Love Island, a question time.
Question time. I don't even watch Question Time.
No.
What is Question Time, by the way?
This
Politicians
yeah.
chatting.
Oh, I love
Fiona
Island.
Bruce does it with a
Well,
podcast.
sometimes they put a comedian on for no reason.
Which
Gig's
is
a gig, mate, innit?
Yeah, I know.
that's
It's a hard one.
so arguably this one. Who's the most famous comedian that's from Newcastle?
I mean, Sarah's up there, but I personally love Ross Noble.
Yes.
I like that.
I love
For me,
Ross Noble.
same.
Someone bigger.
Who's that?
Well, arguably,
Who's bigger?
yeah.
Probably say Sarah, you know.
No. Rowan Atkinson.
I think Rowan was from Middlesbrough, wasn't
It says Newcastle on my internet.
On your internet, we've got different ones.
Where was that from?
he? Middlesbrough. I'm sure he's from Borough.
Is it?
No.
I'm sure he is.
It says Newcastle on Google. So
I might be wrong.
can't argue with the Mighty Americans, even though you don't believe that they didn't do the Twin Towers. But there you go.
No, he does.
I take it you're a big conspiracy theorist guy.
No, it's just questions to get.
Right.
No, I'm not bothered.
My dad is.
Who's the best, Peter Kay or Lee Evans?
Peter Kay.
Yeah, okay.
You know I love Lee Evans.
Yeah. Will AI destroy humanity?
I hope so.
Right, and the last one, this is my favourite one. What part of a car was famously invented in Newcastle?
Steering wheel.
Nearly.
Airbag.
No. Window screen wipers.
No.
Yeah, apparently. And he invented them, but someone in America, a lady, had also invented them, and she had patents on it, but they were invented independently.
Oh,
So there you go. And that's it for quick fire.
beautiful.
I've got a
Some good
question for you,
research.
Jake. To
Go
be
on,
fair. So I did a little bit of research and watched a couple of things that you've been on and stuff. And it was about you having a stalker.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your little stalker situation.
Yes. So when I used to live in Newcastle, I moved schools, and it was when I went into year 10, and there was a lass who would never speak to us face to face, but when I was always on MSN, she'd always message and stuff. So like that was a bit weird. She was a bit weird. So she always used to like ask us out and stuff, and I would say no, because I've never spoke to you, plus I don't want to. Then
Why didn't you want to?
Could she speak, though?
she could.
Yeah.
She was fine. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean,
thought you'd come around here with all your hand waving and that, but no.
yeah, she could have been deaf actually.
I'll be honest.
Sorry, go on.
But yeah.
So far, I relate to her more than you in this situation because I think I was the one who was messaging people on MSN.
Well, you keep that.
yeah,
at the minute.
yeah. But that's only so far. I'm not saying that I continue to do whatever she's about to do.
Well, I hope not. So one day, random Friday, I was playing Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox, and I get a message saying WUU2. For you, Joey, that means what you up to.
Right, yeah, no,
And
no.
I
I was
just-
thinking, what PlayStation was it?
X360.
Right, I was like, no.
So I put nothing, WBU, what about you? And she went, I'm having a birthday party at my house, like a house party. Like, do you want to come over? And I went, no, I don't want to. Then she went, oh, well, all your friends are here and stuff. Went, right, we've got drink. I went, sound. By the way, when I was a kid, I was such a little gullible fucker. So I'll believe anything. So what I did is quickly got changed, walked 3 miles to Bladen, which was then got a 40-minute bus, which was an absolute fucking hike. So I got to a house. I could hear like music and like, you know, from the outside, there was balloons and stuff in the windows. I thought, it is a house party. So knocks on the door. She answers in this like birthday dress, like a big long dress. So when I come in, I went, yeah, nice to finally speak to you too. And so like when you go into the house, the stairs are right in front of you, and to the right there's a door to the living room. And I walk through the living room door, and there's a 3-seater and 2-seater. And there's about 5 people on the 3-seater, 4 people on a 2-seater. And it was no one who I knew because they were all adults.
And really thin, by the sounds of it.
Just on top of each other.
Big fucking sofas.
Fucking human
I'm waiting
pyramid.
for the maths questions. So there's 5 seaters on the 4 seaters on the 2-seater.
There's a fox in the kitchen and a chicken in the bedroom.
And how fast was the bus going?
So, to cut a long story short, it was all her family.
So none of your pals were actually there?
No one.
I thought no one was going to be there to start with, but okay, but
So
family was there.
she cut the music off and asked me out in front of all her family. So I had to say yes.
No.
I said no
Nice.
and declined her offer.
In front of all the family?
Yeah.
I'd have said yeah.
Fucking
By the way,
ballsy.
I would have to say yeah.
I wasn't really thinking straight. All her like family that were there, I think it was an auntie or cousin, went, go on, she was lovely. I went, she was fucking deranged for a starters.
Whoa.
And so I said no. Then like she went, really? I went, yeah, no. It's like the first time I spoke to you. And she went, fucking hell, and ran up the stairs. So we could hear her fucking thunder up the stairs, slam her bedroom door, and you could hear her upstairs bawling her fucking eyes out. And I was downstairs with all her family. I couldn't leave. I froze because I'm 14.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm
Ballsy to say no though, wasn't it? When you're 14 in that situation.
So like I'm literally like stood there in front of all her family. It's dead awkward. We can just hear her crying upstairs. And I think it was an auntie or someone went, I think you better leave.
Nice.
So like
Thank fuck for that.
yeah. And
Did
so,
you not go for the makeup shack?
I got tucked into the buffet.
Sausage roll on the way up.
Before I leave, fucking £3 a bus fare. This waste my time. Take a balloon, do some Ronaldinho kick-ups. So then I moved to Yorkshire. When I was
Because of that?
no. But it's not over. It gets worse.
Jeez.
So yeah, when I was 18, went back to Newcastle, the family, and this was before I could drive. So I got the bus to the Metro Centre. She was on the bus.
No.
Do you recognise her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never forgetting that
No.
person.
She was
anyway.
still in the birthday dress. I've been waiting
You
for
still
you,
see
Jay.
mascara,
And that in the Russell Brand way.
I've got your quiche.
Russell would fuck myself.
Just a bit of birthday cake and some paper towel.
Forgot this. It's got all that blues that all deflated.
It's Victoria's punch. Happy birthday.
Do you know what my wish was?
How sinister.
It's come true as you walk up on the bus.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Bon, for bringing him to me.
So I didn't realise, well, I kind of did, but didn't realise it was her. Then get a message saying, oh, good to see you again. I went, yeah, you too. Hope you're well. And when you're 18, and when you're older, your mind gets a bit more sexual, should we say. So
I don't like that eye contact then.
so she was sending weird stuff, you know, like just like when you come to Newcastle, you're gonna come see me, and that you're gonna see me and whatever. I'm like, no, don't want to. I'm scared.
Mate, that's...
Also, you still got the dress on. And,
Take that off, we'll talk.
just put a hole in it.
I can't stand.
No, but if you're 18 and someone's sending you messages saying, like, come and see me when you're in Newcastle.
It was a lot more worse, like, oh, come shag me and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's hard to say no to.
It's romantic, Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
If you've seen her, it'll be harder to say yes.
I see.
But the hard to say no. Sorry. So it's meshes loads of stuff, and she'd be like, "Oh, show me your knob." So I'd send her a picture of a doorknob. Then we'd be like, "Oh, show me your cock." Then I would send her a picture of a chicken called. He's called Gary. But like she would like, so I like it kept on back, and I couldn't say when I was going to Newcastle because she would say, "Come to see me."
Yeah.
Right.
Or like you
So
know,
you couldn't put anything publicly, basically.
no,
like-
she'd be like, "I'm around when Leighton."
Right.
Where I'm originally from, she'd be like, "I'm around there now, like, are you here?" And it got to a stage where I had to block her
Yeah.
on all social media and all platforms. She started making fake accounts.
Jeez.
So I'm getting friend requests off Bill Oddie and Chris Akabusi. This don't feel right. So in the end, I just had to just say, listen, please stop, because if this carries on, I'm gonna have to like
Kick your fucking heat in.
no,
Is that a good one?
she'd fuck me up. So I was like, I'm gonna have to just
Shag you.
so I was just like, just please stop. But anyways, it stopped after and that, and now she's moved on and
Right.
she's got a kid.
Oh, right.
Do
Okay.
you secretly wish you had, though? I bet you do.
The child's called Jake.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well,
It is.
we didn't tell you this, but as a surprise, we've got her.
That would be amazing.
Fucking boots to our hinges.
That's fucking heavy, that though, isn't it?
It would have been class if Mike came out in the birthday
Yeah,
dress
in a
there, wouldn't it?
I had
You'd have
another.
bet the quiche.
I had another stalker with she. I used to play Connect 4 for outside my mum's house, so she was more of a rival than a stalker.
With her?
No, different one.
All right, I see.
I feel like you're just fucking showing off now. I feel like you're just fucking bragging.
Yeah, I'd love a stalker.
My problem is I'm too polite.
Yeah, I get that.
I can't go up with someone and go fuck off. Like I can't just be like, you get fucked. I can't do that. But obviously, it takes me to the very edge to do that. I didn't even tell her to fuck off either. I just blocked her and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's definitely the best way to do it. Just block and move on.
I had an arm wrestle competition with her.
You'd have had an arm wrestle.
Yeah, if you-
From the sounds of it, I think
You would have lost, yeah.
Would you
Definitely lost.
definitely? That's why though. It's a bit
You like
thingy,
that?
innit? Yeah, you know. You got
I
to
do
live your life on
I
the
do
edge.
kind of want to see her though. So after, if you could just show us a picture.
Thing is,
Okay.
though, if you're doing stand up and then you end up in the public eye, then she's coming for you.
that's the worrying thing.
Yeah,
So like obviously I love doing stand up, but one day,
she's coming for you.
yeah, she's gonna come for
You're going to
us,
get
yeah.
invited to a birthday
I
party.
was
I didn't know that mouldy dress from anywhere.
I
A
think
couple of weeks ago, I was saying on the pod that I had the same thing. My ex-missus come and sat right in front of me.
Yeah.
No, what was that like?
It's just off-putting.
Did they not address it?
Hey?
Did they not address it?
No, I'd figured no because you'd won then, so I just kept going.
I would have got her booted out.
Yeah.
Like, so did she do that on purpose?
She said no, but
Right.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, was it what gig was it? Because if it's like a small,
No, it was just
intimate
it
one,
was just
yeah.
a pub gig, and it wasn't local. It was in town, so
she lived 40 miles away.
yeah. I was thinking at Eric Cantona drop kick all the time.
she gets back and gives this a damn headbutt.
What do people hope to achieve from something like that, though? Do you know what I mean? Like, just
Making a point, I suppose,
Yeah,
isn't it? I don't
yeah.
know.
Maybe try and just give you a shit gig.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's the worst outcome from that, innit? Like,
that's the last thing I'd just sit in my room and cry if I
was
broke up with someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going out for revenge. Like,
Was it Tony that said that they had John Bishop, and he'd split up with his missus and decided to
he
do
just-
comedy,
Yeah.
and then his missus come to watch him and they got back
Right,
together because
right.
of it.
Oh,
so
right.
maybe that's what she was hoping for, mate.
I'm glad it didn't work, but yeah, maybe.
yeah. It is funny how sometimes in people's lives you see, like in comedy especially, something happens in their life that sends them into comedy.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that a bit? It's a bit mad. That I
That's
don't
just
know-
me with my whole life. That's what I write about, is just things that happen on a day-to-day basis and
right.
be as honest as possible about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
But
it
you
may
put-
sound like jokes, but everything in my set is
But like, did
real.
something make you start doing comedy? Like something happened in your life that made you start doing comedy? Because some people just like comedy and want to do it. Do you know what I mean?
so
But some people get broken up with and have a
similar
divorce
to
and-
everybody, I've always loved stand-up, and I used to watch Def Comedy Jam when I was younger and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
It was like my favourite
These
thing
are all
to
well
watch.
into this stuff. Aren't
Used to
you?
love Def Comedy Jam. And then I had a real fear of like public speaking. It made me dead anxious, public speaking. And I'm a big advocate for exposure therapy. If you're anxious about something, learn about it and just go and do it and just get over that anxiety, basically. So I thought, I'll just do a stand-up comedy course.
Nice.
And that was it.
Right, yeah.
It just kind of went from there.
Yeah, that sounds more healthy than...
Because I've always liked writing. I'd always like, even before I even thought about doing stand-up, I'd just write like little notes of things I found funny or... Do you know what I mean? And then kind of putting them together into a set was...
Sam, who was on, said he writes 2 hours a day. You know,
Sam Serrano.
Yeah, I mean,
writes 4 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
I spoke to Sam about that, and I'm shit at writing because it's all in my head.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I'm writing it down on paper, I'm kind of like getting it, like my roads are crossing too much.
Yeah.
So like I need to try and find different ways. So what I do, I just like voice record it, play it back, and just like do little notes or like bullet points, because I'm not the most clever person in the world. I can't just like... Sam's a very clever person, but I can't like write for hours on end. I can't do that.
Same as that. I record mine now and just sit back and listen back to it, because I've tried to do more. If you don't do it, you don't do it, and I know that sounds daft, but you think, but it is a problem when you come to it. So I've been trying to do like an hour a day, but it's probably only half an hour, but that's what I do, record it and then listen back to it and then write bits that I think, that would go good there and that would go good there and stuff like
that. So I enjoy the writing side of it more than the actual stand-up side of it. Yeah, I love it.
I love the stand-up side of it.
If someone nicked my phone and looked at my voice memos, fuck.
Well, that happened to me. I did So I did Beat the Frog. And then left my joke book, my writing book at the Frog and Bucket.
Bible.
But this was from like before I'd done, so some of the stuff in there is
journal shit.
So dark. Yeah. Like horrible thoughts.
No, but you need that for yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. These are things that like when we was doing the comedy course, Dave Williams, who was running it, was like, take that out.
Yeah. Take that out. It was comedy still.
Yeah, you can't say that.
That's funny.
It was funny, but it was fucking horrible.
But you were doing it to try it out, weren't you? You weren't.
Yeah,
like,
it was basically trying to.
You're throwing shit at the wall.
It's not for audience consumption.
So when we went back to the Frog the week after to watch Dead Men Touring, didn't we? We went watching Freddie Quinn and Rob Mulholland. So I just said, listen, I left my book here last week when I did Beat the Frog. Has anybody found it? And they was like,
that's him.
It's his fucking book.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I was like, just so you know, that's just thoughts. It's not how I actually feel.
Don't read people's books. There's no need for that.
Only read it.
You would though, wouldn't you?
I don't know if I would. I'd watch other people do it and be like, what does it say?
Well, we knew it was you because my actual set that I did was wrote in there as well.
All right.
My actual final set that I'd wrote out was in that book. So there was like, so we knew it was you because we seen that bit, but all of that bit's
don't do that.
Scary, innit?
when people start out like courses, on Tuesday I actually stepped in for a guy who runs a comedy course, and like I had to like stand there and just like kind of give him feedback and that. And some of the stuff people are writing, it's more like you tell your therapist than an audience.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no funny. It's just it does like you don't get like you get what the fuck. There's a lot of that.
But I've done that. I've taught stand-up courses for like 7 years now. But I've not been doing stand-up for that long. But I'm interested in the writing and stuff. And my thing was always like, that's what you want to talk about. But how can you get away with talking about that? Yeah. And the only way is to make it funny. So if it's not funny, we can't talk about it. It's just like because everyone will feel sorry for you.
Yeah. I think it is dead interesting, and I think a lot of people do use it as therapy as well. To because you can almost that's where I think a lot of characters and stuff come from. So I think not so much a high level, but a lower level. It's something to hide behind if you're not quite 100% positive.
Yeah.
Especially like if I do like a little bit about my dick not working as well as it used to when I was younger. Like not the fact that it doesn't work, but the turnaround time of being able to go once and then being able to go again in the same day. And when you see someone in the audience go, nudge the miss, it's like, oh, thank God for that. Like someone else, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it can feel a little bit.
You need to give them license to laugh at you though, because otherwise it's just such a sad situation when they're just feeling sorry for you.
I think as well,
doing a statement.
You've got to make the audience like you as well. That's quite important.
Yeah, definitely.
Being affable is the biggest thing in comedy.
That's one of the first things I kind of focused on was like before writing everything was stage presence. So I used to watch headliners, and they had this aura about them when they came on. They were like, just the way they were like, even holding the mic, like put the hand on the mic stand and stuff. It was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm in control. You're all right. Yeah. And I feel like when you're likable and stuff on stage and you've got that presence, then it's a bit easier.
I like to sit down.
Do you?
On stage, yeah. So, no, like if they've got, not everywhere has them anymore, like, but if they've got a stool.
Just struggle to stand.
No.
Just envision you cross-legged and like an assembly.
Like a big pink Yoda.
Well, more like Buddha, but
that vodka, I tell you.
Yeah, but I like to just sit on a stool.
It's a different vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the thing, like, because I talk deeply sometimes about what it feels like, you know, like going on stage and what you're thinking and stuff. And I don't think people overthink it as much as maybe I do. But it is a real thing what's happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I didn't have a mustache, I was seen differently than when I have a mustache. Like, that's just psychological. Yeah, exactly. I'm not allowed in many places now that I have a mustache. But yeah, you have to think about all that stuff, the stage presence and everything, don't you? Like,
I saw some people where like the writing's fantastic, really good stuff, but it doesn't deliver well on stage because they can't get it out, or it's like they're too in their own shell and stuff. But
that's what's so interesting though, isn't it? Like, we could be at the same stage in comedy, but I might not have jokes, and you have jokes, but I might have like a different kind of level of performing. But we're at the same stage. We've all got our own stuff that we're having to level up and deal with.
I remember doing a gig, and basically the headliner, I'm not going to say his name, but it's where I had loads of respect for him, and he said he'd do it as a favour for us. It's going back years ago, and but a certain, it was a comedy store said to him, look, you can't go and do that for next to nothing when we're paying you that. It's not fair if you do that. Yeah, and it got a bit horrible. I think it's changed now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right, it's years ago, right? Yeah. But the guy did 10 minutes for us and never said a word.
What do you mean?
Because they'd said to him, if you go on stage and say your act.
Oh, right.
So we went and did his act without saying anything, and it was fucking ace, and that's why I've got more respect for him, because he just got up and made just facial expressions and doing stuff, and then it was fucking ace.
That's amazing.
And that's when I thought, and it is just because it's just equality, because he was, you know, like he just had
he's got that. He's got the performance. Performance aspect.
And that's when I was like, wow, that's so cool.
To literally not see a thing and to get people laughing as well.
And the word as well. And once you got him, that was it. It was people falling about laughing, and and he never said a word and then walked off. And then we explained at the end, and he got such a fucking cheer. Like, it was really
cool. Not a better.
So the audience didn't even know before.
No, because no one knew what he was doing.
Who is that? He must be doing arenas now.
Is he an old guy?
Yeah.
I think I know who you're on about, you know. Is there a clip on Hot Water?
No. He has been on Hot Water. There is a clip of him on
Hot Water. I know who you're thinking about though. Do you remember the old guy from Beat the Frog? Doesn't speak. Just messes with the microphone and then does the splits. Jonty. Is it Jonty?
John.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah. No, it weren't him, no.
Oh, I thought that's who you're on about.
I'll tell you later, because I don't want to say what he was.
No. Yeah. So this was like, that wasn't his act. He just did it for that show.
Yeah, but I know what you mean with the old guy. He does that. Yeah, he did, 38 seconds at Beat the Frog. Then he drove all the way from London.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just to not speak.
That's amazing.
He just messing with the mic stand for like 38 seconds. That was sort of his act. And then he did the splits and they just went, fuck off. Put the cards up. I felt so bad for him.
I had him doing the gig we used to do years ago. I think I told you this before, and he says, where do I have to come in? And there was like a bit of a green room at the back of it. He was just where they used to put the buffets and stuff, but that was the green room. I'm like, just coming through the door there, and he goes, no, what, coming through the window? I went, what? And he coming through the window, but the top one, and got his pants stuck on it, and he's like dangling like It was fucking brilliant. Everyone was laughing, but we had to go and help him down, and then he got on. And
so it was part of the.
No, he just got stuck in the window.
No, but like it was during the show.
Yeah. It was when he come on, and it's like his big entrance. He was going to climb through a window, and he got stuck.
Well, that's even funnier. Then he got stuck in it. You see, Adam Evans's clip. Do you know Adam?
No.
I think it's such a good clip. It's not got the what it deserves. Like I thought loads of people would share it because it's just class. He's just done the Beat the Frogs World Series semi-final. Yeah. A card went up.
Oh yes, in it.
Oh, so put it down. Put the card down.
He just went, no, thank you. You can put that down. And the lads put it down. And I'm like, you win. Yeah. You did what all of us are not brave enough to do and addressed the card.
Yeah.
I think it's Adam. If you're watching, that's brilliant. That's just so good. And if you were someone else,
yeah.
What's that?
I was just saying, like, when I did it, I just didn't. I forgot cards were there.
Yeah. But that's what you need
Yeah.
to do, really. Yeah. But the thing is, once one card goes up, there's an elephant in the room, isn't there?
Yeah.
So then you've got to.
Well, the MC starts like fucking looking around to the cards and stuff. It just
That
So
one
addressing it is genius.
we did one at Beat the Frog, and 30 seconds to get Jill to put cards
So
up
hard.
every time.
Really?
It was it was everyone, didn't it? It was
a rough night, that one, wasn't
Yeah.
I found the Frog and Bucket to be my easiest gig.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be the accent or song, so like, but when it was funny because it's when Hayley Ellis was hosting it.
She's class.
Oh,
Yeah, she's great.
class.
Yeah.
And so like I beat it, but like I was pissed off because I couldn't finish my joke. So when I was getting to me best bit, I was getting to the bit where I thought this is gonna, because I had them in the palm. Every time I like did it, like said a joke, I was getting an applause, and I was
Lovely.
like, can't wait for this last bit. Then it was halfway through, then Fat Man Scoop comes on. So like, when thank you, and I looked at Haley, went, put the mic back on. I was like, I'm not done. Then she's like, no, you finished. I went, seriously? Like, I didn't know what to do. I found it like
Feels weird.
Yeah, that's like getting caught having a shag in it, and you don't get to the end bit.
I was literally just like there, like, can I continue? And she's like, I couldn't stand what you were saying. She went, no, you're done. I went, but I'm not. I put it back on. I'm not leaving the stage. I was like, it's getting to the best bits. I enjoyed it.
Cromwell Holland said that with mine, didn't it? Because I was halfway through my last joke.
Right.
And it went off, and I dinged him. He was like, I know he's fucking got through and he's done really well there, but could you not wait like fucking 10 more seconds so we could hear, we could hear the punchline to that bit? Because it's a long bit, that, innit, to get to like the punchline and be like,
Oh, was he talking to Colin?
And he was like, could you have not waited like 10 more seconds just so he could get his fucking punchline out? He was like, that'll annoy me all night now, but I don't know what the punchline to that was.
That's brilliant. That's class. Yeah.
Should we do some sections?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So do you want to do top fives first? Yeah, let's do top five. So the top fives this week is top 5 lies you've ever told or been told.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is probably the
honest.
world's round.
What do you
Were you
mean?
being told that? Or...
Yeah, I've been told that.
And you think that's a lie?
Yeah.
We're going to move on from that because that's really annoying.
The moon's made of cheese.
How do you do this every week?
I don't know.
You are a conspiracy guy, aren't you?
It really is.
No one's
Just
messing
know it
these
winds him
9/11
up.
stuff and everything. It's all you.
It's just Mike winds him up.
So I've got a lie that I told, but it's more the build up to it that was bad. It was dead embarrassing. So the lie I told was, my teams has gone off now. I just ended the Teams call and shut it down. Right.
Love that.
The lead up to it was I'm on a Teams meeting for work with this guy, and I'm trying to get in with this company so I can manage the account of this company for the job that I was doing. And I'm watching it and it's fucking buffering. And I was like, mate, just so you know, I can barely understand what you're saying. You're buffering like crazy. And the guy had a stammer.
Oh my god.
That's actually dead good.
Honest to God. And I swear, it sounds fake. That it is so fucking true. I've never been so embarrassed
No,
in my
but they don't know that it wasn't buffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think in his head he's gone, cunt?
Yeah, but in all fairness to him, he's probably done that well before you said about the stammer.
So I was like, oh shit, it's not buffering, is it?
Oh
He was like, oh, sorry. I was like, oh, it's not buffering.
Oh
it's not buffering.
You should have done the same thing to make it less awkward.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, take the piss out of him.
No, it's be like, oh, it could be my.
Me. So I just went, fuck off, and just slammed my laptop down.
Put a video of Max Headroom on, you remember?
Dropped him an email. I was like, listen, mate, just so you know.
That is mad.
Just so, I was like, oh, it must be my end, that, mate, because it's just shut down. We'll just do it via email if you want.
Just so you know, putting like 7 Ks at the start of no, just so you know.
But who does that? Who puts him on Teams? Like, surely there's somebody else in that company who can have the conversation.
I think like that feeling though when you've done something like that is the worst to do.
Oh, mate, I've done so many.
Like, cringe.
I've done so many. I asked my boss if she was pregnant.
Oh, mate.
What, she was just big?
She had a really big round belly, like a beanbag, right? And she was saying to someone, I went for the scan yesterday. She meant on her knee. And I just went, oh, when's it due?
Oh,
So I've done so many of them.
Yeah, but what you should have said is the scanner mean a follow-up.
I did another one where there was a woman I worked with, had like, it looked like a hair on her arm, you know, like it had fell out of her head, and I went to just get the hair off her arm for her, just being nice, and it was fucking attached. And it just pulled out, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was attached," and then I just ran off and hid in the toilet for like half an hour.
I accidentally insulted a man with one arm.
A man with one arm.
Yeah, so one of my old jobs, I used to live in Yorkshire. I was trying to find this place. I used to be a surveyor, and he was on a desk which was like covering his shoulders. He said, "Oh, can I help you?" I went, "Hiya, mate. I'm looking for this." Used to price up places for people who are like support living. And I went, it's this place, like it's got like people like learning difficulties, disabilities. I went, "What sort of disabilities?" I went, "More learning, like nothing like people who like, you know, haven't like got like loss of limbs or anything." Then he just went, I went, "Okay," then put his little stump and his arm on the table. And I was like, "Oh god, at least he can only hit us once."
He kind of trapped you there though, did it? Like,
yeah, he led me down that road. Like, what sort of disability?
Because you haven't said anything wrong there.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You're just saying not people who have the loss of limbs.
And at the end of the game, he's not beating a fight, so it doesn't matter.
No, I've definitely beat him in an arm wrestle. But yeah, I felt fucking horrible. I was like, oh god.
I did it with a little person at a carvery I worked at as well. So when you're at the carvery, when I was working on the carvery, there's obviously the shelf. You can't, if someone's a certain height, you can't see the face. So I thought there was a bloke, woman, and then what I thought was their child.
Right, yeah.
So did their two carveries and went, "What you having, little man?" Thinking it was their son. And he was like, "You what?" I reckon looked under and it was a...
What was his voice?
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah. You what? I just imagine that's how they speak.
Yeah.
It's like you were trying to like say that you weren't meaning to be offensive. But
Yeah,
then,
I was like,
but then you were
sorry, mate.
offensive.
I thought I couldn't see your face. I thought you was their kid. And he was fuming.
Was he?
Yeah, he was grumpy.
Did he not get
Short tempered.
Oh no! I just clicked on there.
Did he not get after me?
Sleepy after the car.
But yeah, I've just done it so many times. Just put my foot in it, saying like the worst thing you can possibly imagine.
I can't think of lies, but I could think of like day-to-day little mini lies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I can't really think of.
Do you live with your partner?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you lie to her?
every day.
You
Yeah,
have to.
yeah.
If you live with someone, you have to. That's how you get through.
Yeah. The
100%.
thing is, I'm a terrible liar, so I'll say something, she'll just go, "Nope, you're lying." I went, "Fuck, how do you know this?" She's a therapist, but like,
Oh, she's got you.
yeah, she just got me on fucking
That's
strings,
great.
mate.
So you must have a healthy relationship then.
Yeah,
You've got a therapist as your partner.
it is good, but you can't argue.
Do you think
Yeah.
she sees you as a project? Or?
That's how we met.
Pulled your
The
therapist.
fucking fortune.
This is cost me
So,
loads,
that's
yeah.
so true, though. Anyone who's got like a psychology background, you can't argue with them, can you?
Mate, honestly, like, there's times where I come in from work or a gig or something, and I'll just be like, do you know, usually in couples, you need that good, fuck you, fuck off, not
Yeah.
good, like, get the steam out. So I just went, "Oh, for fuck's sake, man, like, what's going on here?" Then she just went, "And how do you think that makes me feel when you shout at me like that?" I was like, "For fuck's sake."
Just call me a fat cunt and we can move on. Do you know what I mean?
Relationship
That's
isn't
what I
too
want. I just
healthy.
want to be like, just fucking get it out.
Yeah. my girlfriend's exactly the same. She's
Yeah.
got a master's in forensic psychology. She's super in. I can't argue with her. She ties me in knots.
Yeah.
Ties me in knots with just calm words.
It's
Yeah.
like, should we go for a walk and talk? No. No, I don't want to do. Like, she's an art therapist,
Yeah.
so like, I
Alright.
don't want to argue with you whilst drawing a fucking bridge. Like, I just we just need to.
You screaming and she just pulls out a canvas.
Yeah,
Like, let's have a quick
get-
session.
Draw your words.
Let's
Get
capture
the red
this
crayon because
moment.
he's angry.
Fucking horrible, mate. Innit?
Sometimes you like either pencils to get a back.
Oh mate. Well,
I would.
I'll show you where I've parked. The boot is full of like arts and crafts stuff in
Oh.
my back seats. It's all for like arts and crafts and different things, but yeah,
You
there's
can't think of any lies you got away with.
no.
I lie about food all the time. That's my thing.
Do you?
Yeah, so like I will, not because Emma would be bothered at all, but I just lie. Like I'll eat food out But
Yeah.
then when she asks me if I've ate something, I'll say no because I want her to make something else.
Oh,
I want a
yeah.
second
Yeah,
meal
I've done
kind
that,
of
yeah.
thing. Do you know what I mean? But I'm a bit embarrassed about it. Like, I don't want her to know.
It's a
that I'm
slippery
just-
slope, Cameron. do you know what I mean? Just watch what you're doing, mate.
No,
Having
yeah.
that road burger on the way home from Mackey's. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
it. They're the ones. I have a meal before my meal,
Yeah.
like every time.
The worst one's like, you know,
gotta
if you
get
leave
a
a wrapper
traveller.
in the car.
What's that?
As if you leave like a burger wrapper in the car,
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
what's this? I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that exact thing
That's
happened
worse
to
than
me.
a finding knickers in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I've done that on stage because I
That's his stalking.
It wouldn't have been Nick, it would have been a fucking tent.
I did that exact thing with Emma when we first moved in together, and I was doing the shopping, and I used to buy 6 pork pies for me because I forgot, but I didn't realise that we
Full size or like the mini Meltons?
mini Melton Mulberries.
Fucking pussy.
Well,
The fucking rookie numbers.
the thing is, like, I just went, oh, let's just move in together. I hadn't considered what that actually meant, and I didn't realise that we'd be sharing food.
Yeah.
'Cause I was just used to having my own food. So then I'd be in like Aldi and just looking at the pork pies and just thinking, I'm looking at a 6-pack and going, I'm only allowed 3 of them. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, this one's for me. So then I'd eat 6 on the way home and then leave it in the car.
What you need is like me, good allergy, and then
Oh, so you get your own
I
fridge?
get my own stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to fake that.
I think I'll just move in with a vegan, I reckon.
Oh, right. So
They've never eaten
No.
pork pies, have they?
you'll become vegan.
No chance.
You don't reckon?
No.
I
Tried
reckon
it
you would.
once, didn't you?
Man can't live without cheese. No
Fair
chance.
I tried it for a few months.
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive.
It is.
Is it?
It's so expensive.
Did you get really bad farts? Like super, super bad wind?
Yeah, and I was always tired.
Yeah.
So like I did it, like I think I went to the doctors and like try this diet or something. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. But when you say, oh, I'm trying, like I always used to go on like a plant-based diet. I never say vegan because everyone think, oh, so you're just one of them fucking
Yeah.
it's not meat, it's murder, not beds. I'm like far fucking
It's
from
not
it.
a morals thing.
No, I've ran over so many animals,
Not
On
I thought
purpose.
he was going to go children.
stalkers.
Little people.
I reverse when it's children. But yeah, honestly, like I couldn't do it. So when lockdown came, I was like, it's too expensive. Plus the cheese doesn't melt.
No. It's shit.
It's styrofoam.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You just,
And they keep coming out with a new vegan and it's still
Oh,
shit.
it's shite, mate.
Vegan
honestly.
chocolate sucks dick.
Yeah.
It's just fucking rubbish. I did it for a month. I did a vegan plant-based diet for a
Yeah.
month. We were doing like experiments when I was doing microbiology at uni, and we did this thing where we would test T cells
Yeah.
before and after being
Right.
on a plant-based diet, and it was honestly just constant stomach bubbling. You know that when you've had like something spicy and you get a stomach bubbling and you're it was constantly like that from eating nothing but fucking vegetable. It was
I just eat
horrible.
chips though. That's the problem. It's like I just end up having all the carbs you can have and none of the.
I just wanted to like do it properly and see if I could
yeah.
last on it, and it was no, I couldn't.
I felt a bit
It's a
better.
stupid thing to do.
Well, when I used to go to the gym and stuff, I was a lot better. Like I'd go further and stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it actually had benefits, but it just
Not
skinned
nice.
you.
It just ruined my guts, mate. I was just constantly full of wind, so I was like, this isn't worth it. I can't live like this.
Nah.
Like constantly
That
fat.
first steak back must have been nice.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a bacon butty I did.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Like a fat bacon butty, loads of Lurpak. Yeah.
Oh, look, that's the best butter, isn't it?
Well, Kerrygold's the best butter, I reckon. The Irish one.
No, I prefer Lurpak.
Do you? No, proper Irish butter, mate. It's the one.
I like Kerrygold, but I think you put me off it a bit. Johnny Lydon from the Sex Pistols.
Right. Let's follow this train of thought. Go on.
He
Why?
did an advert about it, didn't
He did an advert for Kerrygold.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Who did? Someone from the Sex Pistols?
he? Yeah, John Lydon, the singer.
Rock and roll, that innit?
Random, innit?
That's proper rock and roll.
Spoiled it for
He
me.
was on Judge Judy as well, you know, Johnny Rotten.
Were they?
Yeah, there's a bit where he's on Judge Judy. It's fucking brilliant.
I tell you what, I went to see him in like an audience with. He was actually that good, and that some of the stuff that he said about and he called out in his time, especially stuff over the BBC, and that's all come true now. It's like I fucking told him.
Yeah.
I told him. But he's actually a dead switched on bloke. He's really cool.
Oh, he's very clever.
Yeah. And he was fed up with. Danny Boyle's just made a film, or a bit back now, made a film about Sex Pistols, didn't he? But they didn't. He sort of didn't get the right rights he wanted and stuff, and had this massive falling out, and that's what he was saying about. But I think the maddest thing though that he said, I don't want to spoil it, but he had, I think it was about 7 or 8 or he might have been a bit younger, and he was good at writing and drawing and everything. And then he caught meningitis and basically lost all his memory. And his mum had to teach him to write and everything again, all over. And then he said it was, and he says he don't sleep still now, because he said one day he went to bed and the next day woke up, it all changed. But now but the reason why he was doing the tour, his wife's got Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and he's saying that no, but he's saying that that's what it's like was like for him, and he feels for it, so he's trying to raise money for it. It's actually dead interesting, but he's a really cool guy. Yeah,
I saw that because he'd done an interview, didn't he, on was it Good Morning Britain or something?
Yeah, possibly.
Something like that. But yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, that's
you laughing
that's
good.
Oh, because you forgot what
Because you forgot what that was. It was
It's a comedy podcast.
it was the irony of it. It was amazing. The irony was perfect, mate.
Didn't know that though. That's mad, isn't it? To lose your memory and then become a successful writer. Do you know what I mean? Like an artist. That's
Do you
pretty
reckon
impressive.
before that he was like a really posh, well-spoken guy who did nothing wrong? Then as soon as like this happened, he's like, "Anarchy in the UK."
Apparently, he's where he was from and was, just a normal upbringing and stuff. But I don't know.
That's sometimes the way, innit? And I think that some people who have a normal upbringing almost feel a bit embarrassed to have a normal upbringing.
Yeah,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? I think it's fine. Just have your upbringing. It's okay. You don't
You
have
can't
to
change it, can you?
No.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
what
where
you've got,
like poverty porn comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like pretend to be working class because they want like they want that identity because they almost feel like they don't deserve.
Do you think in comedy, if you're not working class, it's harder?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think whatever you are, you've got to lean into it.
Yeah.
So if you're like super like posh, for a better word, like lean into that.
Yeah.
What
Don't try
It
and
depends
like.
what you mean though, because if you're working class, it's impossible to be a comedian because you don't have any. You have to have a job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to survive. Like you're not working at a level of being able to be creative. You're working at a level of being survival. Like being able to eat that.
So if you've come from a working class background, and made good,
if you for the comedy, it's potentially better. Like I wouldn't change my upbringing or who I am now based on just being able to like to talk about my experiences. But like. So for the comedy, I'd rather listen to someone working class personally because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But like for the actual like lifestyle of being a comedian, it's impossible if you're working class. Like
if you're
so
successful
hard.
at it, I suppose.
Yeah, if you get there, but
I think
it's a start out.
Yeah, I think though a lot of, because I suppose there's more people that are working class, so it's more relatable, isn't it? If you're going to go on and talk about eating caviar and that, 99.9% of the audience aren't going to relate to it.
I've saw a lot of people bomb do that where like,
but it's know your room, innit?
Yeah, that's it. Like know your audience. What does my head in is these comics who pretend to be working class.
Yeah.
Just like we were saying before, just own it.
Yeah, just own where you're from, who you
own,
are.
exactly. Like you're you.
Yeah.
Don't try and pretend to be, unless you're doing a character. Don't pretend to be something you're fucking
Who
not.
was it? It was Murph saying to us that a guy basically did his act slagging off somewhere, was it Bolton or somewhere, and this and that, and he wasn't even from there. It was just part of his act.
Oh right.
So
He was saying he was from Oldham or something like that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You can. Oh yeah. All right. So he's lying.
So it's like me saying I'm from St Helens and slagging it off. You can't really do that. I don't think, can you? But I suppose if it's your character, you can.
You can slag St Helens off. Do you know what I mean? But it has to be from your point of view.
Yeah.
You can't. Like I wouldn't mind people talking about caviar and stuff if they were self-aware enough.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm different to you,
Yeah.
and that's okay because I'd find that interesting. It's if they're coming on and
I've got this and you haven't, sort of.
or they're going. We all have this, don't we?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
no, I don't have your life.
Yeah. Who are these people with only two horses?
This lad can't even afford 2 packs of pork pie.
Like, exactly. Yeah. One.
He could, but he's not allowed.
Yeah. But no, it gets me riled up a little bit. That.
Yeah.
But not like, not in the way that I think other people are, where it's like, I'm not bothered. Like I'm not jealous. Do you know what I mean, or anything like that. It's just like if you have, then it's the reality of being working class is very hard for comedy. So if you're pretending to be, that's what's annoying.
Yeah,
because you're not living the reality of what it is.
I feel like pulling them, after this, pretend to be working class, but like, oh, so what was your bringing like?
Yeah.
How many cars did you set on fire?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you have a sofa in your front garden?
Yeah.
That's what it should be judged on, isn't it?
Yeah. If you had
Yeah.
a sofa in your front garden, you're from the right estate.
I know one person who had 2 very good sofas where I'm from. Very strong.
Yeah,
very
3-seater that could
strong
fit 5 people.
Yeah.
Is that the one that followed you about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do some can't even say it. Do you want to do some unpopular opinions?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Oh,
got
you've
any,
got them.
I've got some sent in, but if you've got any,
You had no lies, but you've got unpopular
Yeah.
opinions.
The 2 main ones for me is 1, fireworks are stupid, pointless, and shouldn't be a thing.
Nice.
2, tomatoes don't belong on burgers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fucking
Got your
piqued my
attention
interest
there.
here, mate. Yeah, 100%.
I've got opinions on this.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
lads, I've got this. No, but yeah, tomatoes definitely go on burgers, but it's got to be the right type of tomato.
Well,
And
like a big thick boy one, or
It's got to be a beef tomato, and it's got to be sliced thin,
right.
and it's got to be seasoned. It's got to have salt on it. People just whack on a big fucking wedge of tomato on there, ruins your burger, makes it all
What about
slippery and
if you like
slidey.
fry it though?
No, don't fucking fry a tomato. No.
I do like that.
Right.
Yeah.
First
It
thing
just
I
makes
do,
it soggy. It's too much juice. Then it's
If
gonna
it's thin, it doesn't know.
it's gonna go into your bone. It's no. No.
I had a burger last night, and like I say, first thing I do is look for that little red monster. And I just pull her out
Just
You know,
slide it
like-
and
out.
just frisbee it away.
You can pretend to be a burns victim if you collected loads.
Skin.
No, just saying.
What benefit do you get from that?
If anything, I'll just get more
You might get
tomatoes from
benefits,
people.
I'm not sure.
Well, it ties in with the firework thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. But honestly, I don't mind fireworks where it's like a professional display where they've got like, you know, remote control ones,
Yeah.
but not when you pissed up Uncle Knobheads in the garden or a can of Foster's putting a firework at an acute angle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they do in my head because I got hit with a firework when I was a kid. I hate fireworks.
Yeah.
But I just hate them ones where it's like, oh, where's that dog? I'm just like, but like I just hate like people who set off fireworks in the garden or get them stupid Catherine wheels that just don't work.
Yeah.
Them people just need to fuck the fuck off.
I
my
think it's
opinion.
changed me because when I was growing up, when I was little, firework light was like mega. It was like one of the best nights of the week, or best nights of the year. I mean, and you'd like all the mums would do food and all the community come together, and you'd have your fire in the open bit, and then you'd have fireworks. The dads would be all pissed, but they'd set them back and light them. But they were like standard fireworks, you know. It was just like nothing like nowadays, and that was great because it was all community. But the last sort of
it's completely different now because
Yeah,
now you've got
definitely.
like people setting them off from fucking September onwards, and
At 4 o'clock in the day.
Yeah, what the fuck are you getting from setting off a
Last
firework?
night of mine was like fucking Gaza, mate. Honestly, just
It's fucking horrible, isn't it? It's just constant, and it's so
It
annoying.
annoys me when they do it early because it scared my cat and it ran up the Christmas tree and knocked it over.
Just have it all year round.
Shit, no.
I mean, it's sly on the animals, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's the thing.
I hate them post-style. You know, it's like
I know, yeah.
my
yeah.
dog does not
Yeah.
like fireworks.
That makes you want to have fireworks.
That makes
doesn't
me
it?
want to put a firework up its arse. Honestly.
Yeah.
But where I came from, do you know the ones that were like in a little tube where it looked like Harry Potter with his wand?
Yeah.
So I remember like
Roman candles.
yeah. So like I remember when I was walking back home and these like little chava kids were like, yeah, you come here. So like I'm a fucking deluded kid. So I was like, what do you want? I saw like the little sparks come off the hand. I was like, shit. And they literally chased us with these fireworks. But the worst one, the other ones that whistle.
Yeah.
But they were quite good because I can like you see it come towards you like try and avoid it and dodge it. And ever since then, I've hated fireworks.
That's
I'm
council
surprised.
matrix, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
council estate matrix.
Yeah.
We used to have
He's the one.
Manchester versus
He just-
Macclesfield, right? And there's a place called Alderley Edge, right? And it's like a big natural thing. And all Macclesfield used to get on one side and Manchester get on the other and fire fireworks at each other. And that was a thing. That's what you used to do, right? When I was growing up, right? And I remember you used to have, they were called air bomb repeaters. And
Oh yeah, they were great.
And I'd remember what you had to do was light it and hold it long enough that when you threw it, they couldn't pick it up and throw it back.
Yeah.
Right, and I remember going shh, and then counting, and I went like to throw it, and he went. And I threw it, and then nothing happened, and I looked round and my mate's running round like that, firing backwards and got in the hood of his coat.
I just imagine like someone gets you on them like box, like a big box ones where it'll come out, just like hold it like a bazooka.
No, and the funniest thing about it was his leather jacket turned out wasn't leather.
One of my mates, we did like a big fire thing in the back garden, like a fireworks display sort of thing.
Yeah.
And one of my mates was like, I'm going to roll. Like, everyone had gone to bed, me and him was fucking leathered. Just me and him left up, and he was like, I'm going to do it out my hand. Only one of the big rockets as well. I was like, that's sound. I was like, but as soon as it gets that, you've got to let go, because when it fires, it's going to fucking melt you. He was like, yeah. Oh, sound. And he just held it. And it, when the fire comes out the bottom of it and it shoots up, he just kept hold.
Why?
Because he was fucking mate, he was fucked. So he just kept hold and then realised how hot it was, dropped it, and it just fucking blew up in between us. Yeah.
Was he alright?
He spent good while in the burn dune again. His hand sorted like, yeah.
Was he the guy all that with his tomatoes? No brainer.
Yeah, he had to go and get all his hand fucking sorted. I was like,
shit.
No.
I was gonna say, was he the guy accidentally insulted with the one arm?
No.
My unpopular is, I think everyone should just have to sit down to wee, because there's too many men.
Have you got any German in you?
Why did they do?
Yeah,
did they do that?
That's what
he's offering you a bit.
My missus is German, and that's what she wanted me to do.
What she? Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant she sits down when she was
no,
going to say.
No, she just handstands.
That's universal.
Good, yeah.
German blokes do sit down to eat, though, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
We all should, because we can't hit the ball.
No, like when it's like 3 in the morning trying to go for a piss.
Yeah, sorry for you.
I wish.
No, lad, you go into a public toilet and just go, what's happened in here? We've had a water fight in this cubicle. Like, there's no need.
There is nothing in this world that would get me to sit on a public toilet.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but if we all sat on it, it'd be all right.
No, there'd still be skiddy shit marks in there and stuff, though, wouldn't there?
Yeah, but
and I don't know whose dick has touched that porcelain. Do you know what I mean? And left some sort of creature on there.
It's vile.
Building site toilets are the worst, though.
Which?
Building site toilets.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah. I think
it's horrific. Isn't it?
I think they're shitting before they actually go into the toilet. But it's like literally, it's like on the fucking basin bit working its way down. Yeah. I literally look and go, how?
Yeah.
How
is it's like there's a sign on the inside of them that just says "Try your best."
Do you know, like, again, the South Park thing? Do you know when they're all playing? Do you watch South Park?
Yeah, I've seen episodes.
So I've seen the bit where like they're all playing World of Warcraft.
That's the best episode
ever.
Do
you know when like Cartman needs a shit?
Yeah.
Sprays everywhere. That's what it's like with these lots. I don't know what they eat.
Yeah. Man, grim. I used to work in a theatre, and sometimes I clean the toilets. And so I clean both toilets. You go in the men's toilet, vile. You go in the women's toilet, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's like a beautiful renaissance.
They're just cleaner than us, mate.
It's gorgeous. It smells nice. It's like, it's amazing. And it's like, we need to respect ourselves more.
Do you have arguments with your missus about the toilet situation?
No,
I always do.
Like, are you at fault?
Yeah, well, my missus, not yours, by the way.
Oh, right.
But, or like, because in the middle, like, say it's like 3 a.m, you're pissed. I'm just like literally leaning on the wall. It sounds daft, but I'm too tired to sit down. So I think if I sit down, I'll probably fall. Yeah.
Right.
I've then got to stand back up again.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'm literally on the wall, just waiting for the
do you
water
do it by
sound.
Though? You're like,
yeah, so I'm like that, trying to hear the sound, lean on the wall. Then like I'll hear like the laminate floor. I'm like, shit.
I'm swaying.
Yeah.
Just look at it. This is my art.
Yeah. The next morning, I'll just Jake Johnston. I'm like, oh no!
I've just painted my feelings in piss.
Yeah. You're not a therapist. You figure it out.
Walks in and goes, "Oh, your bloody childhood! Look at the state of that."
It's like
your dehydrated childhood.
I didn't realise sugar puffs impacted your childhood so much.
Yeah. No, I hate a dirty toilet, mate. That's
100%. There's nothing worse than a skid mark in a toilet.
Well, the thing is, like, I go in and then I'm like, right, now I have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Because I can't be the one to leave this toilet in this state in case someone follows me, and I cannot deal with that.
Yeah, I did a gig at the Arts Bar in Liverpool, and I went to the toilet in the Arts Bar, which is like just in a little cupboard sort of thing. I don't know if you've ever been there. And there was shit all down the inside of the toilet. And as I've come out, Ava Carroll's waiting to go in, and I had to do that whole. I had to do that whole thing of, Ava, just so you know,
that wasn't me.
That was not me. And she's like, Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
mate.
That's
It says Tommy.
But
My unpopular opinion is that the NHS, right, you should get more money off your national insurance, right, if you're not poorly. So like a no claims discount.
Wait.
So you're saying you should pay more if you are ill
Yeah.
when you can't
And
work?
it'd stop people being ill, wouldn't it? Because they knew they had to pay. Because a lot of people...
I'm listening to a Tory conference. What the fuck is this?
No, but loads of people go sign off on the 6th, they don't want to work, right? But if you had to pay more...
But loads of people don't.
Yeah, but that is all, if they die, don't they? But, you know...
Fucking hell. They're my people.
Well, you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs, can you?
It's like Rocky, isn't it?
He dies.
Yeah. This is like when Rishi Sunak's going, I've got no working class friends.
There's an unpopular opinion, and then there's that.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
I'm just saying, you've got to have, a bit of impetus, otherwise
would you
people
not charge the
abuse it.
people who are faking it and wasting NHS time instead of like charging the people who actually need it?
Yeah, but I mean, if they are poor, you could give them like a card or something, like a Monopoly where you get it free or whatever.
Go to jail.
I've got this mad opinion where the people who are dodging the tax should pay the tax, and then everyone can have some nice healthcare.
I agree with that.
You're saying the opposite.
I'm saying for the healthcare for the people who abuse it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we should
That's
be.
what I'm saying. For the people who
we should
pretend
have a-
they're ill and I've got this backache, so I don't have to go and have to go through all the system and cost money.
We need a lie
And
detector.
there's no what do you call it? Like if they get to the end of it and go, there's nothing wrong with you, go, right, that's $6,000.
$6 grand?
Well, whatever. There should be a
There should be a Ninja Warrior.
Like a hypochondriac tax.
yeah.
I'd bang my head off the wall if they charged me $6,000.
No, but do you know what I
I'll
mean?
break my leg.
There's no
Welcome to America.
There's no consequence of being pretending to be ill. So if you've got a consequence for that, then less people do it, so there'll be less strain on the NHS.
We all do it though. We've all pulled the
but
sickie.
You shouldn't do it, should you?
All pulled the sickie from work,
yeah,
aren't
but
we?
you shouldn't do it.
Of course we should.
Yeah, you should.
That's additional annual
Yeah,
leave.
I mean,
that.
having it, but if you can have a week, that's fine. If you have to go and get a doctor's note and there's not really that wrong with you, but you're winging it, do you know what I mean? Then that should be, he should diagnose, but he'll know and he'll go, cunt. And you'll get it in your thing like a speeding ticket. Oh,
You've got a cold prescription.
No, it should be like.
And it comes through in 2 weeks, and right at first you could go on like a course, couldn't you? Right, why you can't do this? And then if you get done again, then you get the points.
There should be like a Ninja
12
Warrior.
points and you're banned from the
So,
NHS.
well, yeah, they don't do that. You've got to go booper, mate.
Yeah.
Can I pay my fine by Klarna?
3 years, and then you're back on it again. Do you know what
Right.
I mean? I think there needs to be incentive for these people who are using it. No, you should be free healthcare, but you should have an incentive for people who abuse it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because there are people who go and like, I've scraped my knee,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But there's people who, there are a lot of people who abuse it, and there's people as well because I've got friends who work in the NHS and that, and there's some people who are right fucking bell sniffs who go in and speak to the nurse like shit.
Yeah.
People who do that,
Yeah,
they
I
should be
agree.
banned.
Yeah,
they should
I
pay a
agree.
fine. Like I agree with the $6,000 with that.
Yeah.
But
Do you know what would be a good incentive? Actually, I think this could solve it. If you're allowed to be ill, like, and you get it's the same system now.
Yeah.
But if you're healthy, if you don't use the resources, you get like a tax rebate,
Yeah,
like a health
yeah,
rebate.
exactly.
So you
Yeah.
actually get paid for not being ill.
Yes, you're not
because
paying
then
for the people who are pretending.
that'd work, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Because then if you're
exactly.
ill, and you still get the things. But if you're not ill, you get a
it
health
would be good
rebate.
to get all your national insurance back at the end of the year, wouldn't it? Because you've not been ill.
Yeah.
just
nice.
see a lot of
But-
homeless
but-
people doing star jumps trying to keep out.
But personally, like, the reason why that doesn't happen is because there's not enough money to fund the thing. So I'd
But
sooner.
if you got rid of all the people that are wasting the time because they
Yeah,
get
yeah, but that's
they
what I'm
get
saying, where we
phone,
can't.
But why not?
Because how do you know that the person that is
Because you know if
wasting your
someone's
time?
ill or not. Like if someone rings in sick, you go, "There's nothing wrong with them." Job
I
done.
don't know. I don't. I kind of believe them and go, there could be something wrong with this.
So what about
What you
whiplash?
see is a massive spike in
Yeah.
mental health illness. Because
Yeah.
there's no way of diagnosing. There's no
yeah.
right or wrong. There's no...
Well, I think it'd cure it because they didn't have it in my time.
They did.
They did. They did.
Yeah,
No, they
the cane
definitely
will
did.
fix you.
They definitely did.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
about like whiplash and stuff? 'Cause you can't prove whiplash, can you?
No.
So like you can go in and go, my next killing is whiplash.
I think.
But then you go,
Play the
right,
game.
well, I'll give you
Yeah.
3
Get your money.
months, right? If you're not dead at the end of it, you're just wasting my
Well,
time.
from whiplash.
Yeah, exactly. So then you'd have to get a thing, and you won't go back again, and either because
No, 'cause
you
you'd be
can't
dead.
diagnose it, they can't fix it, can they?
I mean,
So you're just wasting the time. I think it's got to end in an operation. If it doesn't end in operation, then and then,
People just get operations though, wouldn't they? They just go that far.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's a difficult topic. If you can
yeah.
think of the right answer, then you've solved the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's like the hardest part, isn't it? It is an unpopular opinion, though. We're having a debate about it.
It's definitely an opinion.
It did the job, do you know what I mean? Didn't it?
This shit's all over my tomatoes and burgers.
It's a lot more polarising, isn't it?
Coming in with the big issues. I like it.
Should we do a Don't Get Me Started?
Yeah.
Okay, so Don't Get Me Started is where we just have a rant about a specific subject. And this week's is over the top football fans.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's, to me, so I used to be one. Not an over the top one where like I'd be a hooligan, but like if United lost, it would ruin my fucking week.
Man United.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. It would fucking properly ruin my week.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be like that now because I'd never be happy again.
That's what pisses me off, though.
What?
All United fans now who are going like, yeah, well, I just don't care about football anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, because you're not winning. You can't deal with the hardship.
I had 14 years of
Newcastle,
hurt and horrible
Newcastle now are
torture.
having but now United fans are acting like they don't care.
Yeah.
Newcastle's a mad one, though, isn't it? Because you don't have Sunderland's an nearest one, isn't it? You don't have like an anti-team, do you? If you
So
don't
it's Sunderland and maybe Middlesbrough, but it's Middlesbrough.
Like you have United and City and Liverpool and Everton, and Newcastle don't.
There's like a 20-mile difference between Newcastle and Sunderland, but our rivalry stems back to William Wallace days.
Yeah.
So it's not just a football team.
Yeah. Well, Adrian's Wall runs through Newcastle, doesn't it? There's bits.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, I should have had that in my questions.
For me, like, I do get affected by football sometimes, but like, I'm not like saying like for the rest of the week. Like, I'll have a little rant, like say like we're like, oh fuck off, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not like.
It's good for you.
It is, yeah.
What other part of life do you feel that emotion as a man?
That is very true.
Where do you let that emotion out?
I've tried to explain this to my missus. So like, I kind of say like, I just don't understand. I went, you'll never understand because you haven't grew up with this. I went, but this is something I'm been born with, and like, I'm a massive Newcastle fan. I used to have season tickets and everything before I moved away. But
like that would be hard for her to understand because she probably doesn't have a situation where that amount of like you're not sat like in a cinema watching a film and something happens and everyone stands up and goes
Rocky
Once
2.
I've seen that in the cinema.
Once
in the cinema, went to the midnight showing of the last Harry Potter film, the final Harry Potter film, and there's a bit where Molly Weasley says, "Not my daughter, you bitch," which is a big thing in the book because she actually wrote bitch in the book. So for proper Harry Potter fans, that's like everyone was like, are they going to put it in the film?
I remember that.
And she actually said it in the film, and everyone was like, she fucking said it.
But you don't get that release of emotion in anything else. Like so for us as men who struggle, it's like, I'm watching a footy match. If that ball goes in, I'm gonna feel elated happiness more than anything.
Do you know what though? I think that's what VAR's fucked that off.
Yeah.
Because you used to know it's got. It was pretty much, you'd watch the flag. That was it. It was done. But now you're like, oh no, I'm not going to cheer. He's killed it a little bit.
I took my missus to a Newcastle match last season against Southampton, and like she was like, before she was like, oh, I don't get it. When we scored, she went more mad than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was like, fucking get it. I'm like, will you calm yourself down? But the one thing that annoys me about football fans is the ones where, the ones who like got fucking pastry crumbs all over, 2 beers in hands, and they're yelling at they're yelling at
Continue.
Wear caps.
Keep digging, Jake.
You mentioned his phone's on next.
The ones who like literally like sat there and they're yelling at a 19-year-old kid sprinting down the wing to tell him to run faster for the ball. It's like, oh, I could have got that. Do a step over. You should have been sprinting for that.
Yeah.
Like, well,
I'm sorry. Go on. No, you're right.
Oh, well, I went on a rant not a rant, but I got sucked in on Twitter yesterday because some guy was on a football podcast and he was going, I just don't understand these people who read Harry Potter books. if you're an adult, I'm not being weird, am I? That's weird. That's weird to me. And he was saying like, it's pathetic. I'm not a juvenile. I don't read Harry Potter books. I don't even know anything about Harry Potter. And I won't ever read a Harry Potter book. I think it's pathetic. These adults that are in King's Cross Station getting pictures with the platform 9 and 3/4. It's pathetic. And I just replied to him going, hang on, mate. You sit in a podcast studio with your mates talking about which teenager kicks a ball better. Hey, shut up.
You fucking muggle.
Yeah. I look like a loser because I'm defending Harry Potter. But like the thing is, like, I'm a football
just put
fan.
a spell on him.
Yeah. Expel the Arbus from my timeline, you. But no, I'm just going like other people can have their things.
Yeah.
But over the top football.
For me, it's over the top ones. So you know the ones who like
they ruin it.
I think
who go kicking off at football games. And,
Yeah.
do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
it comes,
That for me is the worst thing.
mob mentality, doesn't it? 'Cause if you watch football by yourself, you might give a bit of a yes, but you don't go off your head mad, do you, if they win?
Yeah.
But if you're with all your mates and you're watching, you know what I mean? I
And
think it just brings everyone together.
It's fucking mad to be involved. This was years ago. United was in the Charity Shield against Portsmouth at Wembley. And my mate got us tickets for it, so we got picked up. Didn't tell us anything, and when we're on the bus on the way down, we're having a few beers and stuff. He was like, "Just so you know, there was about 15 of us on this minibus." He was like, "But at least 8 of these are in the United firm." I was like, "Oh,
embarrassing!
You didn't fucking tell us this before we got on." And he was like, "Nah, you'll be fine. It'll be sound. No, it won't be an issue." So on the way down there, we get a little bit of traffic. And they're literally hanging out the windows of the minibus, pulling flags and scarves off like Pompey fans. There's like literally kids with Pompey fans, and they're fucking ripping them out their hands.
I just don't get it. Like,
it was literally like, this is the maddest thing I've ever seen, to be this annoyed
and that's
about
why
a
you
game.
can understand why people hate football fans.
Yeah.
You don't get it with much else other stuff, that mob mentality.
No.
do you?
Rugby
Not
isn't
to that
like that
level.
at all.
Nah,
Like,
you would think it
Women's
would be
football
though,
isn't like
wouldn't
that?
you? You would think it would be the other way around. You think the rugby fans would be the
Yeah,
aggressive ones and
yeah.
football ones wouldn't. But the thing that fucks me off the most about football fans is like, do you know, like say the hooligan wannabes, where they've got like a fake Stone Island with the island spell like the country,
Yeah.
and like they're literally like doing that, put their arms out like that, and the only thing separating them is a fucking 4-stone piss where through Stuart.
Yeah.
If they move out the way, went go on then. They would do fuck
They do
all.
nothing. Yeah.
But what annoys me is that like when England play, they're all get together.
Yeah.
But when I just don't get it, it's like you.
I heard that the Dutch aren't dead well supported the national team because there's that much football, right?
Yeah,
With
Feyenoord and
the-
Ajax and stuff,
They
yeah.
don't want to be together.
I find it really funny that like they're acting solid, singing the songs together, and I'm thinking like, you lads are at home. You rehearse those songs. You print a lyrics list, and you're like,
Right, Keith, you did it. Come on, Barry,
like
you
they're
do
practicing the line, they're learning the lines so that they can all sing together. But they're acting dead masculine. Like you're just in a choir.
Yeah. Well, when I was like I used to live in Newcastle, when I was a gullible kid, I used to hang around these lads who were hooligan wannabes and stuff. And they were just like, I used to like speaking to, I used to like when we were in the championship in 2009, I used to go to nearly all the games and stuff. I used to like chatting to people from different areas, like, oh, what's it like and stuff. But these lads were like, do you just want it? I'm like, what? What are you on about? Just because he got like the fake Stone Island stuff, but yeah, it's like
because you're from somewhere else.
Yeah, they'll say something like,
I'm going to batter him.
Yeah.
Why?
He lives
Sports a
30
different
miles
team.
that way.
yeah, it's like,
What the fuck are you thinking? Like, what is wrong with you?
I'll speak to someone
What
like,
happened to you?
I'll speak to someone like, I'm Stoke. Like, oh, nice to meet you, Stoke. I'm Jake.
yeah. But that's what it is, though. Like, not to get too art therapy about it, but like they just want an identity, don't they?
Yeah.
So they go like, I am Stoke. That is me.
It
I
shouldn't
am
be
that.
your personality.
No.
I remember watching Villa with my missus, like you were saying with that, and I think we were beating him by quite a few goals, and then they scored. And I remember missus standing up clapping. And, what are you doing? She went, "Oh, they did good. I felt sorry for him."
What I find really funny, Alfie Brown kind of talks about it in one of his specials. Don't worry, I'm not going to say it.
Different special.
But no, he talks about like having to agree with a football fan. That's so true. I'd had that thought previously, like because I've disagreed, like in a just such a juvenile way of like, Gerrard's the best footballer, isn't he? And then someone else would go, yeah. But if that other person says no, it's like, hold on, are we not friends? You know what I mean, you have to just agree. You just have to go, yeah, and this, and yeah, to get that like.
Can you imagine it
fulfillment.
though if you put it into like, you know, oh, did you see Coronation Street? I don't watch that, mate. EastEnders, mate. EastEnders.
Well, then we're not talking.
Where Hollyoaks.
Do you think they have that at the Soap Awards? Loads of people with Tony on the back of the shirt.
yeah.
Fucking Big Mo. Big Mo's my favourite. You know what I mean?
What about Lallard?
We just weren't the same after the Mitchells left.
Yeah.
Imagine that, like Soap's doing transfer season.
That'd be so sick.
Fucking class, wouldn't it?
That'd be class.
Hey, Coronation Street are in for Grant Mitchell, you know.
Yeah.
Gonna-
Ashley's gone. Ashley's
Gail
gone.
Platt put a request in.
Yeah.
Is Ashley still even on it?
Les Batterby's
They should do a
managing
crossover.
EastEnders now.
They should definitely do a crossover, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be
So
like in Shaun of the Dead, you know, when they walk past those characters that are basically the same. A Spider-Man movie. Each other.
So yeah, fuck over the top football fans. Fuck the
Yeah.
They ruin it for everyone else.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
It's
They do.
embarrassing.
Just go enjoy yourself. Like rugby's not like I'm from St Helens, big rugby town.
Yeah.
Biggest rivalry ever with Wigan is like our big massive rivalry. And I've been at service station when Saints and Wigan have played a final, and just everyone's just sound.
That's what it's all
It's a
about.
friendly
yeah.
rivalry.
Everyone's
That's what it's
just
all
sound.
about.
We'll take the piss,
Yeah.
but it's jovial and it's funny. Can you imagine United and Liverpool fans being at the same service station
I mean,
on
not
the
all
way
of
to a game?
them. Not all
No,
of
but
them.
yeah,
Some
not
might
all
have
of them.
laughed
No, but a
at
load
them,
of like a big fucking load of United and Liverpool
I
fans
like
being
the
together.
ice hockey, mate. That's the same. People
Yeah.
from all over, and you sit and chat, and it's
Yeah.
no marvel whatsoever.
Yeah,
I
but
love
so's
it.
like women's football's that no, like it's a family thing.
I've
women's
started going to
football
And
that
as well,
also,
but-
and also
It's just
nobody
nice.
cares.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew you were going to come in with that.
But I like, because I sometimes go watch Newcastle win when they're like round
Yeah.
our neck of the woods, and my missus likes it as well.
It's a family thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I know the guy's a photographer, shout out Colin. But yeah, it's just a good atmosphere. It's a friendly, more welcome atmosphere. But I just can't stand these cunts who are just like, you know, just because you've got a different top on or something. It's like, well, come on, then I'm gonna like, fuck off.
I'm just gonna watch the game and
Yeah.
eat these crumbs off my top.
He's got to run faster.
I just like sports.
Make sure my false arms fitted properly.
Mate, I got a fucking chair thrown at me once when Newcastle played Leeds when I used to live in Yorkshire. So Leeds scored like in the last minute, and I was the only one Newcastle's top on. No, like literally, I just saw his fucking chair in the corner of my eye. I was like, nah, it's not a chair. And I was like, it's a chair.
Fucking mad, innit? Do you remember the game at Old Trafford where Arsene Wenger got sent to the stands and stood up,
yeah.
and he stood on top of the thing? I was at that game.
Class.
They scored. Van Persie scored in like the 93rd minute to tie it up. And like as they scored, like all the Arsenal fans were throwing bottles of piss, like cups full of piss into the United, and then the fucking flag went up for him being offside. And it was the best moment I've ever had at a football match. It was absolutely mental. It was bouncing, but it was like, you've all just why?
To be honest, though,
There's literally kids and you're throwing bottles of piss into the crowd.
The World Cup's pretty good. Have you ever been to a World Cup?
Never been to a World Cup game. Never been to an international football game.
We I never forget we were in Germany. Well, it was when it was the German World Cup, but we actually stayed in Czech Republic, Prague, because it's close enough where you can go and it's dead cheap. Prague's meant. And but I remember we were in this town square there and all having a laugh, and a load of Australian guys come in and we were all singing "Where You're At, She's Gone" as banter. And next thing, police are out, arrested them all and took them away. We were like, oh, just because he thought they were being rowdy, but it was different. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It was just banter.
Yeah.
Mad it was.
The
They had
best
like a zero tolerance thing though with it.
Right.
The best chant I ever heard, I wasn't there, but I've seen it, and it was, I think it was a cricket one, and it was England, Australia, and they were singing, "We get $2 to the pound." you know you're in a posh sport if you're fucking slagging off someone's economy.
That's really good.
How can you reply to that?
Not anymore though, mate.
I know, yeah.
I tell you what,
I thought that's fucking genius.
I can't remember who it was, but one of the goalkeepers was schizophrenic. And I can't remember his name, and say his name was Bill Smith. All the crowd were chanting, "There's only 2 Bill Smiths."
So good.
Some of the football chants over here are
brilliant.
insanely good, aren't they? Like absolutely insane. Like the American ones, if you when you watch them on YouTube, it's the most cringe thing in
Is
the
it though?
world.
Is it just set
No,
up
you
to
see the
be-
David
It's
Beckham one.
super cringe. I've not seen the Beckham one.
So like David Beckham's in like one of his little booths thing, And like the rival fans were rival fans, like the away fans were still in the stadium, and they're literally looking at David Beckham, chanting him, going, "You look lonely, you look lonely." And yeah, Beckham's like smiling, but like you can tell in the back of his mind, like, what the fuck?
United fans actually had a song about David Beckham shagging Victoria Beckham up the arse.
Oh, I see the documentary.
Yeah.
She mentioned it, doesn't she? And honestly, I
What
laughed
is it?
as well.
What?
How did it go?
I can't remember.
Bosch Spice takes it up the arse.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a bit smarter than
No,
that,
no.
like a metaphor or something.
That is
But
actually
it does
smart
have
for
a chord
football.
change halfway.
Yeah. The harmonise in the middle.
I like our Adam Johnson one us where it goes, "Fuck off, Adam Johnson. You're going down for nonsense. You're
Yeah.
a paedophile."
Yeah.
I love that one.
That's one of my favourite ones.
Yeah.
He didn't get done though, did he?
Yeah, he went
Yeah,
to prison.
he's in the nick. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
prison.
He
Adam
was the
Johnson.
one. Oh no, I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, went to prison.
Are you on about the other player who's innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah.
That was nice.
Thank you.
You've got a look of him. Not being, but you have a bit.
Forgot about
Yeah,
it.
I think so.
I can't think what it
Do you
looks like.
reckon?
Yeah, I think you've got a bit of a look.
You
at
weren't
it.
19 once, were you, on Cyprus Beach?
It was Lanzarote. Landertote.
I never heard that one.
Oh.
Oh, I never heard that one before. I look like.
Yeah,
That's not what you
just
want
a
to
little
hear,
bit.
is it?
No.
You look like a paedophile. I hear that every day.
Allegedly can fucking hell.
Children shout that to me in the streets, like genuinely.
He's
Is
actually,
that an unpopular opinion again?
he's actually got off with that though now, hasn't he?
With
Right,
that tash, you do look Australian. Actually.
Yeah, Australian.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, actually, Australians have mustaches
Yeah.
and mullets at the moment.
I was thinking about getting a tash, but I feel like I just wouldn't suit it.
I think you can
Everyone
pull it
says
off.
that.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I've got a bit of like stubble bit now, but every time like I shave it or something, like my missus will look and go, ugh. I met her when I was clean shaven.
All right.
I said to her, I'm thinking about just doing a task, just seeing what it's like. And again, she just went, no.
Don't let her.
just
Don't let her control you.
Yeah.
She's in my mind.
I did it in.
That makes me want to do stuff though when people say no. Do you know what I
I
mean?
nearly did it before this podcast, and I thought it'd be a bit awkward with two tashes.
No, that would have been great. I felt like you were doing a tribute to me.
I did it in lockdown. We've talked about it before, so
Yeah.
I tried the but that was because I was literally trimming my beard, and then I nicked it by accident because someone rang me and I looked at my phone. And I thought I'd not been clean shaven in years. I thought, I wonder what I actually. So I went for a tash at first, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. That looks fucking terrible. Took the tash off, so I was completely clean shaven. It was fucking horrific. Like, I can't believe I actually look like that. There's loads here.
Change.
Like, there's loads of extra face here that I've not
Where
seen
does
for
it come
years.
from?
Yeah, because it's been hidden by this.
Did you do that one with a little like?
No.
Charlie Chaplin. Everyone's done one of
Yeah,
them.
call
haven't
it
they?
Charlie
No bigger
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin, is it?
I would
Yeah.
love to see what you look like clean shaven.
I look about 8.
He does look a lot younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got a picture when you're like clean shaven or?
Probably somewhere. Yeah.
I shaved that half off once. And I took a picture and went, can't wait for the other half to come in. Just such an elaborate joke for one thing.
That's quality.
I remember
That's
being
really
in
good.
talking about Blackpool before. We used to go down and used to have these like, it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. Everyone was leathered and they had like comedians up on the stage, or like a DJ, but they used to do all mad stuff. And he had a whip round for this guy for charity. He goes, he's going to have his head shaved for charity, like, and everyone put a pound in. And this guy got up and he just went, wah, cut all his hair off, just the DJ, some random guy, cut half of it off. And he went, oh, I'm bored of that now, and left it. And we were like, oh. And then later on the night, we were out on the piss and seen him with just half an haircut. And we were like, oh, that was real.
I saw the same in Blackpool. I saw the same lads the other night. Like they'd done they were obviously on a stag do or something. And they just done like stupid shaves and just went out. He's doing.
That was funny.
They got complimented by Glitz and Glamour.
Yeah. Glitz and glamour.
Should we call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We're
full
nearly-
circle, isn't it?
We're nearly 2 hours. Yeah.
So, Jake, have you got anything you want to plug?
Yes. Do you mind if I just quickly look at my phone?
100%, mate, yeah.
Just like
You'll
in
just
school.
look
then.
unprofessional because we're not cutting it out.
Cheers, Dad.
But if we keep talking, it won't show you.
So the 9th, I'm at a gig in Brighouse called Cat and Stick, I think.
Oh, yeah, Can't Stick Comedy.
The 11th, at the Nottingham Comedy Festival, doing
right.
tour support for.
We're going on the 7th.
I'm doing tour support for Sam Serrano.
Epic.
I don't have any much information on that.
For that.
Not doing anything on the 12th. On the 7th and 18th, I'm at Newcastle under Lyme. I'll put more details on that one.
Yeah.
not my Newcastle, the fake one.
Yeah, the Stoke one.
Yeah, that's the one. And I think that's about it. Follow us on Insta. That's about it.
We'll put all the links up and
Oh,
everything.
nice one,
anyway,
mate.
mate.
Yeah, no problem. So
Yeah,
you,
I've
Cam,
really
have you
enjoyed
got
this.
anything?
Well, I'm liked Cameron Action on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then Wool Comedy as well. Follow Wool Comedy because we're doing some stuff, aren't we, Tommy?
Yeah.
Got some
Oh.
other stuff going on.
There's an
Yeah.
imposter in there with your name.
What's that?
On Insta
Liked Cameron Action.
Yeah.
Who?
with spaces in between it. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
have to
know
change
that.
mine. I'm not having that.
Get
I'm
a-
gonna have to think of a better one. Yeah. Yeah, Wool Comedy, please. We do gigs once a month in St Helens, and then we're starting some stuff up, aren't we? And there's loads of other stuff going to be happening with that. Hopefully, the festival again. That'd be
The
dream.
festival,
Yeah,
yeah. We'll
Yeah.
Festival.
Yeah, did a set last time I was on here, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They did a festival in July. I was
Nice.
very tired on that
Mate,
day.
do you know what? All joking aside and stuff, it was fucking class, wasn't it?
Cheers, mate.
Like,
Everyone
it was,
says that.
It was genuinely
Yeah.
brilliant. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I came to a few of the shows. We did the roast battle.
Yeah, it's good.
That roast battle's still probably my favourite ever night in comedy.
One of the best. Just
Yeah.
the atmosphere was class.
It was
yeah.
good.
crowd
Yeah.
were epic. Everyone fucking brought their A game.
Class. I love it when it's stuff like that. When everyone's just literally absolutely roofing
Mate,
it.
it was
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So
Everyone smashed it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah,
Carter
yeah.
fucking took the crown, so
Yeah.
I'm challenging him.
it was class. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
is this the public call him
Yeah,
out?
call him out. Come on. Do it like Traveller style.
I don't know whether to
Just
actually.
be careful because you'll have Tyson Fury's dad wanting to fight.
Yeah. I'm a fighting man.
I'm a fighting man.
I'll beat every man.
out.
I'm a machine. I'll beat every man from St Helens.
It's better we did last time. He's going, I'll bum you, mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to challenge him for the
crown.
crown at the festival.
But we did it was a roast battle, and
Yeah.
so the people from St Helens are called Wolves. So my comedy.
I live in Warrington now, so
Oh, do you?
yeah,
Oh, do you? No way. Well, you have to come do Tank then.
absolutely.
Definitely, yeah. That's the night's called Wool Comedy, and the crown is like the wool roast crown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Mike Carter won it. That was audience decided who did the best roast
Yeah.
overall of the night. So
It
it was great, Wally. So we need to do the festival again so that you can take him out.
I've just realised something as well. If the stalker's watching, I don't live in Warrington, that's a lie.
yeah.
Nice one. All right, well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you
cheers
very
for coming,
much.
Jake.
Yeah,
man,
man,
thanks,
thank you
guys.
so
Yeah,
much.
that's great.
Nice one.
Thanks
Cool.
for coming down, Cam.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheers,
anytime.
Cam, for standing
Yeah.
in. And
Wonderful.
good luck with the birth. Is he having a natural birth or goes cesarean?
Mike, it'll have to be cesarean, won't it?
What about
It'll
the
be like
rest
a
of the-
seahorse. They just go.
How amazing would it be if you come in next week fucking ripped?
100 kids behind him. Go on.
It's like Vicky Poll with all her prams. I never met him as well.
This is glitz. This is glamour.